launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
You and me, not you.
No, I'm not doing it.
No, but you can join from the chat. You can be in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
On YouTube.
So nice of you to let me jump in the chat. Hello? Hi, Common Man. I work with you. Hi.
Why do you sound like that?
I don't know, because I don't have a microphone and a camera. I'm just going to be like, hi,
you can Skype in.
Are you inviting me to do this?
Yeah.
I have plans.
Okay, good. See? That's how it works, Bone. That's how it works.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
It is Super Wildcard Wednesday. If you think regular Wednesdays are dumb,
oh boy,
you've seen nothing yet. I want you to call people and say, listen to these idiots on the radio. It's going to be their last day in broadcasting because they're going to get fired.
Yeah. This is what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to finding out what we've been missing by taking calls. We are adding in callers to this Wild Card Wednesday only because it's Super Wildcard Wednesday.
I got bad news.
No,
you don't.
The phones are down.
Ted, no,
they're
you
not.
don't.
They're
Ted,
down.
No,
stop lying.
they're not. Shut up.
Oh, wait,
Ted-
I unplugged them. Sorry.
Ted came in today, and I've never seen him do this. He crushed up some Adderall and then snorted it, and then drank three Mountain Dew.
Hey, my cousin came over, and we drank some Mountain Dews.
Yeah.
Hey, peeps.
Ted's all hyped up for this one. He's ready to go. He knows it's going to be a challenge today for him because he's got to screen calls. That's a lot.
All right, let me lay some ground rules down because we still have to adhere to rules and regulations. This is not a podcast. This is going over the air.
Yes.
We are using FCC airwaves. Okay. No language. Okay? You may hear us skirt around things, but you as callers choose your words carefully, please. Also, if you call once, do not call again. This is a one-time only thing. You get through once, you talk to us, you don't wait half an hour, and then call again.
Well, the other part of that is we expect that when you call, you are going to have to get past Ted.
Yes.
Ted, you have to impress Ted. Now, depending on the day, that can be very difficult or very easy. Because sometimes Ted is in such a good mood that, oh, man, you know what?
Ted's not in a good mood today.
Every movie that he's ever seen is great. But he's not in a good mood today, in part because he knows there's going to be some of you who are going to call in and have nothing of value to say. And you could argue neither do the hosts of the show, but our names are on the show. So Ted may have to tell you, I'm sorry, we can't have 3 idiots talking at once. Our limit is 2. I can't put you on the air today. And if that happens, don't be mad at Ted. Be mad at our bosses who told him to do that.
Well, Malika Andrews has got the hair down today. Look at that look.
Yeah, that's great.
I like that.
She's doing fantastic. And you know what? She looks even better when you put her next to Brian Windhorst.
Absolutely.
Because then you put anybody next to Brian Windhorst, you probably look a little bit better. My guy, though, Brian Windhorst. Let him live.
Your guy?
Yeah, he's been on TV for years. He's doing his thing.
That makes him your guy? He's just been around for years.
Yeah, he's a Cleveland guy, I want to say. That's how he got to start.
Okay.
Up there covering LeBron.
So, calls today. I haven't said this in a long time. Light them up like Christmas trees! 614-821-9710 is the phone number. Call us, chat with us. Major League Soccer All-Star Game tonight at the LDC.
Yeah.
Excited?
Sure, that's a great event for the city. It's nice. They've been doing stuff all weekend. They had the skills competition last night. Coach O was doing some things there. It's fine. I like it. It's good for the city.
That doesn't sound enthusiastic.
What do you want from me?
I don't know. I wanted a little, like, take your shirt off and
take my shirt off.
Now's the time and like a big speech.
Listen, I like that the city got a big event, but if you're asking me if I enjoy all-star games, typically my answer is no.
Yeah, but this time it's personal.
Is it?
It's against Mexico.
Why is it personal?
I don't know.
It literally, again,
Because the last time the crew went down to Mexico, they all
Yes.
had diarrhea.
are the crew going to have a chance to redeem themselves for that, or is this just an all-star game with a bunch
Well,
of
you
dudes?
have crew players on
Yes,
this All-Star
you
game. You
do.
have Wilfred Nancy coaching this game,
Sure.
right? So, yes, he's going to get even with them.
Yes. That's right. He is.
He
You're
is.
right. Yes, of course.
How do I know that and you don't know that?
I forgot it. I'm sorry.
All right.
Of course I should know.
You know what else we have today?
What's that, Mike?
We have a new song to debut.
Oh, that I'm very excited for.
I have been working on this. Look, if you listen to last Friday's program, you're aware of what happened with the chili dog and Timmy Hall and Tyvis Powell eating the tainted chili dog from our upstairs disgusting cafe. Also up there today, an egg bagel sandwich wrapped up. So if you want a little good
Ew.
Southwest egg bagel sandwich.
Nope. I'm not doing reheated. And now, again, if it's frozen, I might take you up on
It's
reheating
not
an
frozen.
egg.
It's in the refrigerator.
It's in a refrigerator. I'm not reheating eggs that way.
Okay.
No, thank you.
So they had some tainted chili dogs, and I was thinking about this all weekend. I wanted something in the vein of early rock and roll. You know, like you would turn on the radio in 1960 and hear something like this.
Sure.
Wanted the blues riff and all of it. And this is what I came up with. It's called, well, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what it's called. You'll just have to listen to the song. Here you go.
Midday munchies getting you down, turning that smile into a frown. A little protein goes a long way. Head upstairs to the Fan Cafe. Chili dog sitting in the fridge, smells so bad it makes you cringe. I'm sure it's fine, how bad can it be? You'll regret it, boy, I guarantee. Ass on fire, please make it stop. Ass on fire, what the hell is this slop? Ass on fire, I feel misled. Ass on fire, I think Timmy's dead. Run right home in a hug bowl. Your bowels are losing all control. Spewing out of the front and back. Lava erupts out of your crack. You feel like you're about to die. Kiss that softball game goodbye. Gotta throw out your underwear. Learn your lesson, buyer beware. Ass on fire, please make it stop. Ass on fire, what the hell is this slop? Ass on fire, I feel misled. Ass on fire, I think Timmy's dead. Hard-boiled egg sitting in that juice. Massive explosion out of your caboose. You only ate it on the lark. Now your friends all call you Skid Mark. You can't look your wife in the eye. Something crawled up your butt and died. Oh my God, what a big mistake. You have the world's worst tummy ache. Ass on fire, please make it stop. Ass on fire, what the hell is this slop? Ass on fire, I feel misled. Ass on fire, I think Timmy's dead.
What do
I
you
know
think?
That's a top. That's the best one.
That's the best one?
I previously was partial to the ska song for our show,
The My Guys song.
the My Guy song, and then the Ryan Day song was a close 1A. That one has now taken over as my favorite. I love the whole 50s rock kind of thing going with that. Beautiful.
All right, thank you.
I felt like I was watching Pulp Fiction when Johnny Travolta and Uma Thurman are doing their little dance, there in the
I thought
cafe.
it was the scene with the...
The Gimp?
Mm.
No. Different theme song for that. I don't know if there was any music, quite honestly.
What did the Red Hot Chili Peppers say?
What did they say, Mike?
Take it on the other side.
Oh, there you go. That's what they said.
Take it on.
That's what it was about.
Take it on.
That certainly wasn't about heroin or whatever I think it actually was about.
California.
That's Under the Bridge and Dreaming. No, that's Dave Matthews.
That's every song. Somehow they work California in every song.
No, isn't one of the songs is about heroin? I feel like with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right.
Maybe it was Other Side. I don't know. Who cares?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Thanks.
Not you.
Okay.
The people out there. 614 821-9710. You can also tweet the program. That doesn't go away.
Go ahead. Just say what you're saying. I see Ted over there screening calls.
I know. I see him.
He's got his little headset on.
I see him. He's working diligently over there. He's talking
doing
to you.
his thing. That means we're going to have callers soon.
Tweet the program at Man and Bone 971. You can text the burner phone. Do not call the burner phone. 614-787-3093. Shall we?
I say we shall.
Our first caller today is Elliot. Hello, Elliot. Why do I hear nothing? We're off to a great
Do
start.
you have the phones up?
Yes, they're up.
Are they in the queue?
Teddy,
this ain't one of them.
Teddy, the same one. I can't talk to Elliot.
Why not?
There he is. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, it's Elliot from Ohio. I call Paul Feinbaum 3 times a week just to give him crap and give the SEC crap. I own the website, the SECisoverrated.com, and there has to be Ohio representation on that show because Paul Feinbaum is unhinged when it comes to Ryan Day. He's outdated. He's still working in an old system where one game loss means everything. This year, throw that out. There's a 12-team playoff. Ryan Day can still lose to that team up north and still win a natty. There's 100 scenarios that could take place. Paul Feinbaum is still living in the past. He has an old-time radio show. He doesn't have a clue. He's unhinged with self-importance because he has nobody to filter him except these callers that don't know anything. They don't know their sports. And finally, Ryan Day has one of the winningest records currently in college football. There's nobody out there to replace him. And yes, we have our challenges, and Day has his challenges, but he's going to overcome, and he's going to win. So I have to give you the Paul Feinbaum kind of slant on things and let you. And I'm just thrilled you're doing kind of a Feinbaum kind of style show here.
I am regretting it by the second.
Elliot, I just want to say thank you for your service. Calling in to the Feinbaum show.
I'm regretting this
and
by
holding
the
it
second.
down. I also thank you for starting off the show with a very sportsy call. That's going to make Mike in a fine mood for the rest of the day.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I love it. You know what? I missed it. I've missed having sports calls like this on the station. It's so much fun.
Teddy.
Ted's busy.
I know.
Why are you talking to Ted?
Timmy's
Ted,
in there.
you put him to work. He's calling.
Timmy?
He's talking.
Jen, who's in there?
You want me to hit the button to break?
No, I'm just saying, I was just going to tell you this ain't one of them. That's all I was going to say.
I thought that was a hell of a call.
I thought he came in. Listen, he came in right off the dome. The lettuce was strong. Came in with a great take. Didn't suck. Pimp in the box.
All right.
This is awesome.
Got it.
We're back, baby. We're back. Yeah. You know what, Mike?
More of your calls coming up next.
I'm going to say this is one of them.
Nope, you can't make that designation.
Why can't I?
No.
That was one of them right there.
No.
That was a great segment.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit some slowdown due to an accident if you need to travel westbound 104 at Groveport Road, and keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle that's on the left shoulder of northbound 71 on the north side, north of Polaris Parkway. This report is sponsored by WhatsApp, LOL, and ROFL without the green bubbles. There's a way to share no matter what phone you use. WhatsApp, the place to safely send messages between different devices. Message privately with everyone. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Find great prices on summer favorites this week at Meijer. Get fresh local blueberries for $1.49 and Meijer chips 3 for $5. Plus, the 7 for $7 sale is back. Mix or match hundreds of items and pay just $1 each when you pick any 7 or more. Eckrich hot dogs, Meijer ketchup, and select Coca-Cola products, plus deposit where applicable. To round out your summer cookout, shop low Meijer prices and the 7 for $7 sale this week only. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in store or in the Meijer app.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers, the people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
When you have to stop but don't really want to, stop at BP. Because BP has everything you need to keep it going. Fuel to keep the adventures going. The BP Me app to keep the savings and the commutes going. Snacks and drinks to keep the crew going. And the BP Me Rewards Visa to keep the rewards going and going and going. A stop at BP isn't a stop at all. Keep it going.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island. This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the slightly above average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Wednesday night at 8 on The Fan.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and our summer clearance event starts now with 0% financing on the 2024 Toyota Tundra. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. Hurry in. Offer ends July 31st. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
With approved credit, 0% up to 48 months, tax, title, and $250 doc fee not included.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Come play Skyline's 75th Coney Hunt game. Use your phone to search for virtual conies, tap to collect coins, and redeem them for exclusive Skyline merchandise at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Details at skylinechili.com/Coney Hunt.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472,000, 614-472,000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472,000, 614-472,000.
Having health insurance is important. So, if you or anyone in your family has Medicaid or CHIP, listen up. Check your mail for a renewal form from your state. Complete the form and mail it back right away so you don't lose your coverage. If you do lose Medicaid or CHIP, visit healthcare.gov to see if you're eligible to enroll in a low-cost, quality health plan. Keep your family covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly cloudy today with a few afternoon showers, high 87. Cooler and less humid tomorrow with a high of 84. There is still a 20% chance of rain on your Thursday. Friday and Saturday are gorgeous with highs in the mid-80s. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Just be glad you aren't as stupid as these two.
Oh, yes.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
This stupid show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. It is Super Wildcard Wednesday. I regret this decision already, but today we are taking your calls. About what? About anything. 614-821-9710.
I'm very happy that we started off with such a sportsy call. I'm very happy that the YouTube chat, got to see some of our reactions to that. So, of course, if you're not watching us on YouTube, you always can. Just search 971 The Fan on YouTube, and you'll find it there. Also, if you go to the Instagram page, Jen Winters has been going live on the gram occasionally with behind the scenes of today. She got Teddy screening some calls there. So
we're everywhere, baby.
Yeah, we got you covered on all the platforms.
Radio, gram, YouTube. We're everywhere.
Jam.
Yeah. Salt Lake City has been awarded the 2034 Winter Olympics. Okay?
2034, you said?
2034.
Okay.
So 10 years from now.
Got it.
The Olympics actually started today with soccer and rugby. I got to tell you, man, we were back here watching rugby before the show, and I feel like I say this every single time I watch rugby. I don't know why I don't watch more of it, and I don't know why it's not more popular. I love it.
Yeah. Well, and we had, thankfully, Lou Whitaker, our station manager, was downstairs with us.
Sweet Lou.
Yeah, why did I call him Lou Whitaker? That's his favorite player. Sweet Lou is what we call him. That's his nickname. He was down there with us, and he was actually reading the rules to rugby aloud as we were watching, and it actually was very helpful.
But we had the sound off.
Yeah, but even if we had the sound on, the rugby announcers, I'm sure, don't go, now, if it's your first time watching rugby, here's how it works.
I bet you they do more of that for the Olympics. Because they know for a lot of people, this is their first time watching rugby.
Yeah, but even then, if they give you some cursory explanation, I mean, we got the full story there, and I feel like I now know how the game worked. And within 5 minutes, we had opinions. We were yelling about stuff. We were mad. By the way, USA was getting smoked.
Oh, my God.
By
Fiji took them to the woodshed. My God.
Yeah. As a result, now we are only going to have Fiji water in this country for, I guess, the foreseeable future because they've taken over. They dominated us. It was not even close.
These guys, man. I wouldn't want to run into one of them in a dark alley.
Well, they were just physically better, faster, stronger, knew how to play the game better. U.S. was tripping all over themselves.
Their passes were crisp. They were splitting that defense.
Yeah. They even had one where they got into the into touch, I think. I think that's their version of the end zone, maybe. They just getting into touch.
And you have to put the ball down in the end zone or it doesn't count. You just can't run into the end zone.
You have to slam it down in there. But the thing is, you have to put it down in a spot. And if you put it down in between the goalposts, that means
kick.
You have an easier kick.
Yeah.
And so at one point they got into the touch and they threw the ball back out to a guy who was closer. And then he ran it in because U.S. was getting so thoroughly dominated. It was like a high step into the end zone. It was something. Fiji was flexing on us today.
All right, there we go back to the phones on this Wildcard Wednesday.
Of course, let's do it.
Who do I want to talk to? Let me see. How about Cody? Oh, my God. Hello, Cody.
Hi.
Are you in a wind vortex?
I'm working my job right now.
Okay.
Oh, great. What do you do?
What's the job, Cody?
I'm a mail carrier.
Oh, very nice. Are you a walking mail carrier? Are you in the car?
I'm a road mail carrier, so I'm mounted route is what they call it.
Mount like on a horse?
They call it mounted.
Okay.
That's just how they refer to it.
All right. What can we do for you, Cody?
I just thought the idea of me calling you while I was doing my job was really hilarious.
And did it live up to your expectations?
It's a little funny. I didn't think I'd get through.
Well, Cody, thank you for listening, my friend.
Good.
I don't have much to say, honestly.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That's all right.
Okay,
hey, you know
thank you, Cody.
I think it's okay. Thank you for that, Cody. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Cody. This is going swimmingly so far.
Listen.
How about someone who tweets the program quite a bit?
Okay.
Common Man's Pizzeria is on the line.
Okay.
Hello,
good.
Pizzeria.
My guy.
Oh, I got something for you. Hold on.
I think you guys might appreciate this. I'm currently sitting in my car, fat boying it right now, eating some Skyline.
Nice.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Oh, I just got me a couple conies, and I kept it relatively simple. But I also got a piece of cheesecake.
Oh, a piece of cheesecake. Nice.
Now, see, that's what I was asking. I want to know what he got.
Are you a professional? Do you have a tray in the car? Do you have utensils? How do you eat?
I have, in my little center console, I got some napkins, utensils. I got some extra packing stuff. I don't have the tray yet, but...
Maybe one day.
One day.
One day. Oh, he dropped off.
What do you mean he dropped? Did you hang up on him?
No, he dropped off. I didn't hang up on him.
You hung up on him.
I did not.
I know what you did.
I did not. He probably reached for another bite of the coney and accidentally hung up.
I'm just saying, if someone calls me and says, I'm eating from a restaurant, I'm going to say, what'd you get? And your answer is, well, you got the chili. Yeah, they put it on everything. What specific vehicle of chili did you have? That's all I wanted to know.
We're going to Cane's. Would you like to have the chicken or the chicken? It's up your alley.
Well, I want to know, but is he getting a caniac or is he getting a little three-finger combo or whatever he does?
I did go to Chipotle today.
Yeah.
And the guy in front of me just ordered a bowl of rice.
Oh.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Just a bowl of rice. And they're like, you want nothing else on this? He said, nope. Just the rice.
That feels like something they would say, well, then this is like $1.50.
I don't know what they charged
They better
him.
not charge you full price for
I
that.
don't know.
I would hope.
He just wanted a big thing of rice.
What if you said, I just want one scoop of chicken and that's it? No rice, no anything.
At first, he didn't even... I think that's the first thing you have to say. You have to say to the person, like, I know this is a little out there. I just want a thing of rice. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then they fill it up. But what he did is said, I'll have a bowl, brown rice, a little more, a little more, a little more. Okay, done. What else would you like? Beans? No. Queso? Nope.
Oh, so you want right down the line. Just with all the different things.
Put that folded up rice. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Well, all right. To each their own.
Okay. Let's talk to Chase. Hello, Chase.
Hey, fellas. Happy Wildcard Wednesday. How we doing?
Good. Great.
Hey, I had two quick questions for you. One sports related, one not really related to anything. The first one being, if you had to choose any LSU wide receiver between these two to bring back, excluding what they did in the NFL, just at LSU, would you take 2014 Devin Smith or 2021 Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
But yeah, I don't know. I like 2014 Devin Smith though. I think that's a pretty good one.
All right, what's the other question, Chase?
So I guess it's not really a question. I was just looking to see if Common Man could, because it's one of the things I look forward to on the show. If you could impersonate the Queen ordering your ideal Taco Bell order, I'd really appreciate that.
Man. Like on this, I can't do that on the spot.
Maybe we save that for later in the show. Maybe it pops back up later.
First of all, I got to get my wig.
It's a great suggestion.
Got to get my crown.
Yeah, he's not in character yet.
This is an amateur hour.
He's turned into Daniel Day-Lewis with this thing. Where he
can't method, baby.
Yeah, he's got to be deep in the weeds.
When I do Queen, I got pantyhose on. You can't see it. But I got little tiny corgis in my pants, and I got pantyhose on.
He also went to another neighborhood in Columbus that he doesn't live in and just robbed a couple houses and then took it home and was like, I own these now. These are my display things for my house.
She didn't rob anybody.
The Empire did.
That
she's overseas. She didn't give it back.
They gave some of it back.
Yeah, after everybody shamed him.
I'm just saying. They
Public
gave it
shaming.
back.
Yeah.
She'll haunt you.
Go ahead. Bring it on.
Give you a full-term ghost baby.
Bring it on, B. Let's go.
Bengal fans should be happy that Mike Brown does not coach the team. I'm going to tell you why. Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. And keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle on the left shoulder of northbound 270 on the east outer belt after 33 southeast. This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. With Staples Hot Deals, you'll find super low prices on hundreds of items for back to school, including tech. Right now, get up to $500 off select PCs at Staples. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program. Ends 9/14. For participating stores, visit staples.com/stores/school deals. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is brought to you by Monogram Homes. Start your true custom home journey today with a builder you can trust. Monogram Homes. Visit Monogram Homes online at monogramhomes.net.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause instead,
we got 7.
And here's our number 1.
Sunny Street Cafe, a bright spot for breakfast and lunch.
Now with 8 locations.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. I was in my Lexus the other day. It was hot as hell, but I was so thankful for my ventilated seats. I'm not saying that's why you should buy one. It's just very nice. Right now at Jermaine Lexus, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with lease payments as low as $499 a month and 3.99% financing on select models. Get this, the RZ is 0%. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
We go to war for you.
I'm attorney Robert Scherger of Scherger Shannara Trial Attorneys. When it comes to accidents and injuries, we're here to fight for you. Get a free consultation today and know your rights. Results matter to us because we go to war for your family.
Warforyou.com.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here for my friends at RCD RV. Remember your favorite summer vacation as a kid? Well, I sure do, and I can tell you those memories will last forever. And there's still time to create those memories with your family when you visit the fine people at RCD RV. You can literally go anywhere in an RV. The mountains, the lake, road trip of a lifetime. RCD has over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock, something for every budget. Visit them at one of their 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Nationwide Picnic with the Pops presents the Pride of the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University Marching Band. Don your scarlet and gray and join the Columbus Symphony for a night of fight songs, battle cries, Carmen, Ohio, and more. Special guest appearances include Brutus Buckeye and the Ohio State cheer team. Pack your picnic basket and join the fun at the first big tailgate party of the season, topped off with fireworks. July 26th and 27th. Get your tickets today at picnicwithapops.com.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand. Listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, mybobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount!
With surgery and drugs being the main options to treat chronic joint pain, that left orthopedic surgeons like Dr. Ray Tessner thinking,
geez, wouldn't it be nice if we can have another form of treatment that eliminates some of the downside and has a bigger upside as we learn more about it?
And then he found it. Regenerative medicine, an exciting, fast-growing approach to dealing with pain using healing agents from your own body.
Well, it's using the miracle benefits of the human body to help encourage healing.
Today, you'll find Dr. Tessner at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, giving patients lasting relief from joint pain in their knees, hips, shoulders, and back.
It's one of the best management tools that has come around in a long time.
Finally, options other than surgery and steroids. All natural regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. Learn more. Call today for your free consultation.
Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Driving plays a big part in driving the local economy. It helps us all get where we're going and creates good jobs close to home. At Synovus Energy, our refineries in Toledo and Lima are a reliable domestic source of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. Plus, more than 2,300 employees and contractors work for us here in Ohio. See how we're helping local communities move forward at Synovus.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Objects in radio may be dumber than they appear. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Wildcard Wednesday. It is Super Wildcard Wednesday.
Yes, indeed.
Which means, stupidly, we have decided to take calls today, something we have not done in over 5 years. You can call us 614-821-9710 about something, nothing, whatever. Tell us about Paul Feinbaum's show. Whatever
right.
I did see that, speaking of ESPN personalities that annoy me, I saw that Pat McAfee has officially announced he's going to be back on game day.
Oh,
all this drama, like, I don't know if you guys want me, I don't know. Please tell me how much you love me. And then Herbie calls in, hey, man, if you don't come back on game day, I'm going to kill my dog, Ben. I'm gone if you're gone. Let's go to church together. Now, all this drama, he's decided to come back to game day.
I think he actually had the dog thing worked out in case Pat McAfee had decided not to come back on. So he'd be like, don't worry, I got a substitute. And then he just popped the dog on there.
This is Ben.
Ben
He'd
also...
be more insightful than what Corso is right now.
Well, or Desmond Howard.
Okay, that's a good pick. I, too, like LSU in this game to cover the spread.
I like the idea of the dog putting the mascot head on, even though he is a dog.
Well, there's no... dog
He's
mascot.
No, yes, there is. The Georgia Bulldogs. Dog.
Well, that's not Ben, though. Ben's not a bulldog.
No, you're right. But he's a dog. He's got that dog in him, as they say. He is a dog. He's all dog.
Mike Brown, of course, is the owner of the Bengals. He's old, he's cheap, he's weird. He admitted that he took Joe Burrow aside on the golf cart after week 2 last year when they were 0-2 and he was dealing with a calf injury. And here's what he said. I was convinced he shouldn't play. And he looked like he wanted to play in that game. And I went out there to tell him he wasn't going to play. I was going to make sure he wasn't going to play. Whereupon he played. That's all that happened.
I was going to make sure he didn't play. Does he mean he was going to go out there and, like, hit him with a baseball bat or something?
He wanted to make sure. And, you know, if you've seen this, at the time it went sort of viral where Joe Burrow got a disgusted look on his face because they were having this conversation. This was the conversation. The owner says, I don't want you to play. He wound up playing anyway. Mike Brown continued, I still feel a little shamefaced about it. I try and stay away enough that I don't get in the way. I don't want to be a problem for the coaches. And that particular moment, I overstepped and did a dumb thing.
Well, at least he's admitting it. I mean, I'll give him that little bit of credit. The other part of this, I will say, is at the time, like now in hindsight, it probably feels a little different. But at the time, he was not alone in saying maybe Joe Burrow should sit out a week. Didn't we all say that with the calf injury? How he wasn't playing well. Maybe it would make sense. I think Jamar Chase said that too, right? That, hey, man, just get better. We don't really need you to week 5. Take all the time you need to get healthy. This was a thing in the moment of context to say maybe it would be better if Joe Burrow gave himself a week to rest to get healthy.
So what you're saying is Mike Brown is a genius.
No.
And he should make more personnel moves.
What I'm saying is none of us who were saying it were the guys in charge of actually making that happen. We were just speculating that maybe that could be a better thing. Mike Brown then stupidly went to Joe Burrow and was like, I don't think you should play. And then he probably quickly realized that's not my place to do that. I don't care if I own the team or not. That's not a good look.
Well, Mike Brown also had the very player-friendly quote today as the season's getting ready to start. Training camp's getting ready to start about T. Higgins and signing a guy to a long-term contract. We can't just go around paying guys willy-nilly. Willy-nilly. Welcome to camp.
Yeah, thanks for everything. If you work for the Bengals, you're just thinking, great, they're not going to pay me willy-nilly. What if I do really good things and then I ask? Because that's what most of those guys are doing that are asking for big contracts.
Let's talk to Will. Hello, Will.
Hey, my guy.
Kicker! The kicker!
All right, so I just wanted some advice. I'm going on vacation Saturday. We're going to the Dominican. Our flight leaves at 10, and then we have a layover in Atlanta. We have a 48-minute layover in Atlanta, and we're flying with Delta, who has been really affected, and I've been canceling a ton of flights, especially in Atlanta. I have the option to cancel my flight and get to the Dominican at a much later time. We're scheduled in at 3:40. If we change it, we wouldn't be getting in until 7 or 8.
The 48-minute layover. The 48-minute layover is short, man. I mean, in my experience, nothing shorter than an hour and a half with the layover.
Especially for international, correct?
Yeah, I would think so. But also, like you said, the CrowdStrike stuff, Delta, I just saw yesterday, they still had people sitting in the airport. People have been there for 2 or 3 days, can't get a flight out of Atlanta, and it's all Delta flights because that's their main hub. So I don't think you're wrong for thinking about the reschedule. It does put you in there later, but maybe you're a little more secure knowing that you're just going to end up where you want to be.
Are you checking bags, or is it just a carry-on situation?
We are checking bags.
No, you can't do that. You can't make a 48-minute layover.
Yeah, that's
with
tough.
Checked bags. No.
The only extra thing I would suggest is if you're, I don't know if he means take a later flight out of Atlanta, but I mean they've got to have. Where can you take the later flight out of Atlanta still?
I think it's Jacksonville or something weird like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a...
Jacksonville might be the better option.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not as crowded.
I also don't know their airport, but
I'm going to say...
got to be a place to get a drink somewhere.
I'm going to say Urban Meyer runs the airport there, and will kick you in the ass.
He's hanging out at the bar.
Hey, thanks, Will. Have fun on vacation.
Yeah, that's a really, I like, number one, that was a very strong My Guys that he brought to the table, so thank you for that. And then a good question.
Let's talk to Brian. Hello, Brian.
Hey, my Dudaroonies. How are you doing?
It's a game of inches. Ask the Cox.
Thank you.
Indeed. Something for both of you. T-Bone, just wanted to show my appreciation for how you, with common sense and intelligence, just destroy people on the Twitter X thing, that all the little blue checkmark people that don't know what the hell they're talking about. You do wonderful on that.
Oh, well, thanks.
Thank you. And for Common Man, is this more of a nightmare, or was the emailing your cookie recipe out to people more of a nightmare? I'll take it offline. Have a great day, Joe.
Oh, thank you. This I knew what I was expecting. You know, I did this every single day, took calls like this. This is what sports radio used to be, and still is, some places. Somewhere in New York City, Michael Kay is doing nothing but this.
Man.
Right? I mean, I don't want to listen to it, but I guess Jimmy from the Bronx does. Whatever. Paul Feinbaum is doing just this today. Let him live.
To be clear, it's not that we don't like talking to you, the individual caller, or our audience or anything like that. It's the fact that we are not always in control of what the show is going to be. We have worked very hard to have an idea of what you want by listening to you for the last, Mike, you've been here 20 years doing this. So that's where I feel like sometimes hosts who know how to do a good show, they punt and say, well, it's not my call. The callers weren't good today. What could I do? You could have done a better show. That's all. We're having fun with this today. I like this.
It's fine. As for the cookie thing, that was a bigger pain in the ass just because I felt overwhelmed. Because I thought maybe 10 of you would want the recipe. Instead, like 10,000 of you wanted the recipe. And Gmail locked me out because too many people were emailing me. And I had to find a way to mass reply to everybody. It was a huge pain in the ass.
Did anybody warn you of that ahead of time?
You did.
Okay.
What do you want from me? I didn't know.
You're right. Thank you.
You were
T-Bone.
right.
Okay, that's what I like.
But there was no volunteer of like, and I'll take care of it for you.
No, because this is what happens. You're like, I'm going to put a cookie recipe out there. 5 people are going to want it. I'm going to put it on my, you know what? I'm going to give my own personal phone number out in the air. Let's see what happens. And then I'm like, maybe you're like, you're stupid, Bone, stupid. Shut up, Bone, stupid. And then we do it, and you're like, I don't know how this thing works. And then I'm like, well, if we'd talked about it beforehand, could have fixed this.
I fly by the seat of my pants. Sometimes I just make these decisions on the air. I don't think about them.
I know.
Like this decision. Take calls.
I know.
Hey, someone beat up a horse. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should watch out for an accident that's on both shoulders of southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt after Roberts Road. We also have some slow-moving traffic that's causing a couple-minute delay on southbound 315 between 670 West and Town Street. This report is sponsored by Pierre's Ice Cream. Get your spoons ready for Pierre's Ice Cream. Cherry vanilla, cookies and cream, nuts about Buckeyes. All Pierre's flavors are next level. Made in Ohio, made with the best. Pierre's Ice Cream. We've got your flavor. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors. Voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Driving this summer in a new Honda. Act now during Honda's summer event to save thousands with low 1.9% financing. Full inventory is here. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, and hybrids. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Don't miss Honda's summer event with big savings on gas or hybrid, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 9/3/24.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your basement and damaging your home. Mold, cracks, and of course visible water are just a few signs your basement is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Ohio Basement Authority. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at ohiobasementauthority.com.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choice. Fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
During our 10 for 10 sale, participating items like Lay's Stacks, Rice-A-Roni, and Sparkling Ice Sparkling Water are $1 each with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. From compact track loaders to the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup features durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all and do it right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see our full line of Kubota construction equipment or online at columbusequipment.com.
Morning Juice.
I don't think any type of computer could replicate my humor. The places that my mind can go are places that artificial intelligence
dare not. Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Boss on your back? Break away from the office and head on over to Delaware Golf Club. Grab a group, play 18, and afterwards unwind with a drink by the Fire Pit Bar and Patio. Online booking makes it easy to secure your tee time. So come check out Central Ohio's home for premier golf at Delaware Golf Club.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here for my friends at RCD RV. Remember your favorite summer vacation as a kid? Well, I sure do, and I can tell you those memories will last forever. And there is still time to create those memories with your family when you visit the fine people at RCD RV. You can literally go anywhere in an RV, the mountains, the lake, road trip of a lifetime. RCD has over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock, something for every budget. Visit them at one of their 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend is back. Shop buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and special offers on diamond engagement rings. Visit us at Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend, Friday, July 26th and Saturday, July 27th on Sawmill Road.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Highly medicated, barely educated. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
It is Super Wildcard Wednesday. What is super about it? We're taking your calls. For the first time in more than 5 years, we are taking your calls about whatever the hell you want. 614-821-9710.
I have this from Unknown Stuntman who tweeted us and said, my salted nut rolls.
Tell them about it, JoJo.
What's the most dessert you've ever eaten in a single sitting? I once wiped out an entire half-gallon of ice cream and 2 sleeves of Chips Ahoy's, and I still don't have diabetes. Hashtag GTH.
Well, I mean, the pint of the Ben & Jerry, that would go down easy.
Well, he didn't say a pint.
No, I know that. He said,
okay. Oh, you're saying
half gallon. I'm saying for me,
okay,
on a regular basis, I would do a pint of Ben & Jerry's. What else did I used to, back in the day, back when I was banging, get one of those Entenmann's coffee cakes.
Oh,
you know, like the raspberry or the cheese or whatever.
I love those.
The whole thing.
Yeah, you're talking not the coffee cake is the one that's like square with the crumbles.
The rectangle.
The rectangle. It's
Big,
like got the cheese in the middle of
rectangle,
it. Yeah.
Yes, I would eat one of those just in a sitting.
The
whole thing.
Those are dangerous. I'm with you. I could eat a whole one of those.
I can't remember anything else more specific. I've eaten an entire apple pie by myself.
You have?
Yes.
You know what? I don't think I have had a whole pizza multiple times in my life. I have had
never a whole pie though?
No. I've never done I don't think. If you ask me, do I prefer sweet or savory, I would take sweet every single time. But if you said sit down and eat, I don't know, something like that, a challenge like eat a whole pie or eat a whole pizza, I would choose eat a whole pizza every time. I don't know what. That's a very weird thing, isn't it? That of the two, I like sweets more than savory. But I feel like I've never gone that far with the savory or sweet. I've done it with savory. I don't know why.
We got a big scandal in the Olympics with one of the most decorated Olympians of all time. Her name is Charlotte Dujardin.
Okay.
Dujardin? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She does dressage?
Yeah, that's the horses, right?
It's the horse. Is it called dressage or dressage?
It's
or?
dressage.
Dressage.
I believe you're right with dressage.
So she is Britain's most winningest woman in Olympic history.
Oh.
So this is a thing with her. On Tuesday, which was yesterday, she has been taken off of the Olympic team for an undisclosed error of judgment with her horse once a video became public.
Oh, it's not undisclosed. The video is out there.
Oh, it's out there now?
Oh, yeah. It says a whistleblower released a video that appears to show Charlotte Dujardin excessively whipping a horse during a training session. The whistleblower says they did so in order to, quote, save dressage. This according to
dressage.
The lawyer for the whistleblower. So they did this, yeah.
Here is her on Instagram. What happened was completely out of character and does not reflect how I train my horses or coach my pupils. However, there is no excuse. I am deeply ashamed and should have set a better example in that moment. Now, what does it say about me? I know what it says about me. I'm a sick F. I read this headline. The first thing I thought was, well, was she having sex with the horse in the video? Like, that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh, because it was undisclosed.
Not that she was, well, it's like a horse video. Ooh. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Not she was beating it, she was whipping it excessively, she was riding it too hard, all of that. My first thought was she is doing something with the horse and a big can of Jif.
Why was never mind.
I don't know.
I'm not going to ask.
I don't know.
Yeah. She is, like you said, 6-time Olympic dressage medalist, and apparently she withdrew, right? She said, I'm not going to do this because clearly I think she read how the tea leaves were, I don't even know what the metaphor is at this point. Read the tea leaves, I think. Anyway, she decided to drop out because she does not want to be a distraction, all these other things.
I see. All right.
But
well, R.I.P. dressage.
Don't,
dressage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to come in with zero information and throw down a hot take because we're on sports radio and that's how it works. Don't whip your horse if you're ever around a horse. Don't whip it. Leave it, be nice to your horse.
Maybe don't excessively.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to kind of whip it.
Well, I don't know.
Because that's how you get them to do things. You can't just say pretty please.
Well, you can offer them like a carrot or an apple and see if they, come on over.
Or the big jar of Jif.
Right. That's.
Should we take some calls?
Depends on who you are. Yeah, let's take some calls.
Let's talk to Jacob. Hello, Jacob.
My guys.
You need a Hummer?
So I went to Buckeye Country Superfest, and after, as drunk people do when they go to concerts for 8 hours, they go to Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
And I live outside of New Albany in Johnstown, so I have to go through New Albany. And when I got to the intercom, I asked for saltine.
Yes.
And my wife and my brother looked at me like, who is Saltine and how do you know this person? The guy on the intercom said, who is this? And I said, well, I'm nobody, but I heard on the radio through Common Man and T-Bone that a guy named Saltine worked here and just wanted to say hi. He said, well, that's my roommate, and he's not here. He's sleeping right now, but I got something for you. So I go up to the window, and I get all my food and stuff, and they hand me a Taco Bell bag folded like an envelope. And it says, don't spend it all at once. So I get home, and I open the Taco Bell envelope, and there's 20 coupons for free tacos to Taco Bell in it. And it said, love Saltine. So I think I got your guys' coupons.
That's beautiful.
Oh, so he thought that you were us.
No, you said you heard it on our show, but you weren't. That's okay. And if you know what, if you did get our coupons, that's fine. I'm glad someone got them.
I think what everybody should do is just go around to all the fast food places impersonating us, pretending to be us.
Oh, by all means, if you get free food on our behalf because
Common Man and T-Bone here.
Just drop our names. Just say, hi, this is Common Man. I'm here to...
going to get free stuff or get punched in the face. One of those two things is going to happen.
Yes, you will find out just how not celebrities we are when you get a rounding chorus of who? That'll happen all the time.
Have you gone to the Wendy's with the AI yet? Have you ordered from the AI?
No.
Oh.
I have. Well, I
had it again this weekend. By the way, they were back to the shredded lettuce at this location. I pick a lettuce and go with it.
What is
shredded
with
or leaf? Come on.
Yeah, you got to decide on that. That's an important step in all the sandwich making process.
I've had about 19,000 spicy chicken sandwiches in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's a gamble what type of filet you're going to get.
Sure.
Sometimes you get a nice juicy filet. Sometimes you get something that looks like it's been pounded out by a mallet.
That's right.
Very flat.
Ryan mallet, specifically.
Dead. Very flat. However, this was the juiciest, thickest patty I've ever had.
Really?
Yes.
You got a good breast.
Oh, my God.
A good spicy
filet. It was so moist and wonderful. The AI was very polite. Now, the woman who was at the counter just threw it in my face. But the AI, very polite.
Well, maybe her roommate used to work there and the AI took her job.
I did ask for Triscuit. I got nothing. I did get the juicy breast.
What do they call the crackers that taste like chicken? Is that just
chicken and a biscuit?
Chicken and a biscuit. That's right.
Delicious.
That's what you need to ask for next time.
Crackers are underrated.
Yeah.
I can go through a whole box of chicken and a biscuit, no problem.
Oh, man. Give me a Cheez-It and a bad day, and that box is gone.
Had a bad day again. Pass the Triscuits. The NFL and the NFLPA talking about an 18-game regular season, which means we're going to talk about it. Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at some slow-moving traffic if you're on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. And expect a 5-minute delay if you need to travel on northbound 71 on the north side from 670 to 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by WhatsApp, LOL, and ROFL without the green bubbles. There's a way to share no matter what phone you use. WhatsApp, the place to safely send messages between different devices. Message privately with everyone. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Straight from the manufacturer, cabinets are a better value. That's why you need Choice Cabinet for your next project. All wood, quality cabinets from an Ohio business that does things right. Choice Cabinet, 216-378-9313 or choicecabinet.com.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. Austin Ward here. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3-putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major, year 1. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy, because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy amongst your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken 180 is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist bumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend.
Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
It's a summer savings extravaganza at Kemba Financial Credit Union. You pick how you want your money to grow. Choose a limited time 13-month certificate at up to 5.25% annual percentage yield to lock in your savings with a $500 minimum deposit, or enjoy access to your funds anytime with a money market at 4.75% APY intro rate until October 31st with a $5,000 minimum balance and a $1 million maximum. Visit Kemba.org for details. Restrictions apply. Advantage status required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Are your feet stopping you from being active and making it difficult to get healthier? Trade in your bad feet and start the new year with good feet and get healthy in 2024. Wouldn't it be nice to work, walk, and play pain-free again?
Friday, July 26th is Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. Visit the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, the Department of Insurance, and other state agency booths. Come learn about mental health resources available to you and to your family. Join us on Friday, July 26th for Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. We'll see you there.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Buddy Wells. In baseball, after being rained out last night in Atlanta, the Reds and Braves will play a day-night doubleheader today. Game 1 is already in the books as homers by Jake Fraley and Ellie De La Cruz help power the Redlegs to the 9-4 win. Game 2 will begin this evening at 6:05. Nick Martinez starts for Cincinnati. As for the Guardians, they host Detroit again tonight in the third of their 4-game set against the Tigers. That one will get started at 6:40. Tanner Bybee is on the hill there for Cleveland. Also in baseball, the Boston Red Sox and manager Alex Cora have reached an agreement on a 3-year extension worth $7+ million per season. This season, Boston is 54-46, and they're a game back of the final wildcard spot in the American League. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off of your frame with Awaken 180. The course record might be only 40 strokes away. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The kings of local social media.
Twitters and twatters.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Wednesday. It is Wildcard Wednesday. It is Super Wildcard Wednesday because for the first time in over 5 years, we are taking calls today. Call us, 614-821-9710. You can also text the burner phone and tweet us. This comes from the burner phone.
Okay.
I've got a question for jersey etiquette rules. I know your stance on wearing jerseys of a team that isn't participating at the event that you're at, but where do you stand on chill sweaters at CBJ games? I'm going for Bob Ross night and don't want to be that guy.
Oh.
I say that's A-okay because chill stuff falls into the heritage category.
I agree with you.
You are celebrating something that no longer exists, but it's from that city.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
I tend to agree with you on that. I'm more liberal with my rules than you are on some of the jersey rule stuff, where I also feel like if you're like a Hartford Whalers fan and you wear your Hartford Whalers gear because you're just mad about it, like I kind of get if you just wear that to any hockey game to be like, hey, remember this? Remember? And you could be like at a Maple Leafs Canucks game that has nothing to do with it. Neither of those teams had anything to do with your team leaving, technically, right? But if you wear that there, I kind of would be okay even with that because you're reminding people this is what we lost.
All right, I think the chill thing, perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Here's another text. Do you always look after you wipe? I was just having this conversation not too long ago with my father, who was astonished that I look at the toilet paper. He's like, that's so disgusting. How do you know when you're done?
Well, we had this discussion about, because we didn't know the answer, about how someone who can't see would be able to know.
They sniff.
And that was the answer we got back, was that there was a sniff involved.
All right, I'm just saying, unless you're blind, you're looking at the toilet paper. How do you know if your ass is clean?
Yeah. I don't have any answer for you, and I don't know what people are doing with their lives if they're walking around not checking.
I just had one the other day where I sat down, came out. I can normally feel when it's going to be a long wiping process just by the poop.
Okay.
Just by the type of poop that comes.
This is such a yes, thank you.
I'm just saying, you don't have this?
No, I do. The way you're describing it in such great detail.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You could have been a little more delicate.
I could feel it, and I thought this was going to be like a 1 or 2 wiper. Wasn't smeary. I thought, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be easy on my ace. Got up, first wipe, dead wrong.
Oh, you miscalculated.
Dead. It took like half the roll. Dead wrong.
God.
If I just would have went on feel, I would have pulled my pants up, called it a day.
You have to check. You got to. I'll say this. I even heard Dan Lebitard once bring this up, that because there's the dry that you can use, the just regular old toilet paper, but then there are the moist towelettes.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought up how he had not previously done that. And then someone brought to his attention that this is the way to go, and it's such a better experience, and you'll find out how wrong you were about how much you thought you had gotten clean down there. And he said the first time he used the moist towelettes, it was a revelation that so much was being left on the table, shall we say.
Yeah.
And so he said then from there on, he has never gone back. It's a dual process.
You can't just go all moist towelette. You'll clog the plumbing up. And,
no, I understand that, but it's more of a, all right, we think we're about done here.
And then you finish with it.
Yeah, and then you may find there, it's a little worse than I thought. Let's go back again.
Let me go back
with some more of the dry.
I see.
Yeah,
I got it.
It's
That's a good plan. I like that.
I mean, do you care about your hygiene, or do you just want to go around with a swamp ass all day?
Mm-hmm.
Jerk call.
Jerk off.
No, it's your call.
Oh.
It's your call.
Let's talk to Will. Hello, Will.
Hey, my guy.
Dude, I crushed you in the cleans and I crushed you in the snatch.
Now
What's
you
going
talk.
on?
You talk to us, Will. What do you want to talk about?
All right. Well, for one, I promise not to make this a Bruce Drennan calls for an hour and a half before they disconnect kind of call. I'll keep it short and sweet.
I don't believe you.
Okay. Well, I'll try it anyway. Number two, I promise not to say anything that would prompt the X-Files music like I've done plenty of times in the past calling in to the show when you guys were taking calls.
All right.
It's ready.
Okay.
Just so you know, it's ready to go.
You know what? Cue it up. And main thing I was saying is this. Okay, I've been a long-time listener. Okay? I remember you, Common Man, when you were on Spielman on Sports.
Mm-hmm.
When I first moved to Colombo, listening and saying to myself, what the hell happened to Colin Cowherd's third hour? Who's this guy? Spielman on Sports, Spielman ain't even talking. Shame on me for having that attitude, though. I would learn the error of my ways later on. But notwithstanding, being a listener of the fan, one of the best things was always the hangouts. And I'm not talking about the fan-assigned hangouts where you got you're setting up in front of Nationwide Arena on Blue Jackets opening day. I'm talking about when you guys are on the radio and you would say, you know what, meet us at Catafino's in Pickerington tonight. We'll drink some brews and hang out. I kind of missed that. And I'm sure you haven't done that in a very long time.
Well, we've done hangouts recently, but the problem is that people have to pay a lot of money to hang out because they're buying a special box set or, T-shirt or bourbon thing. But you're right. We should do something that's more open to everybody to show up.
Well, the term used to be the flash mob, right? Where that thing went viral where people would say, we're just all going to show up at this place and do a little coordinated dance or something. We don't need to do that, but there's no reason why we couldn't do a little pop-up meetup type of thing on a given day where you and I announce, hey, tomorrow we're going here.
Yeah.
Be there or don't. We'll be there for an hour or whatever. And then if you show up, great. If you don't,
but the problem is with something like that is that you have to coordinate it with the establishment because what if 100 people show up, and then sales wants to be involved because they want to sell it. They want to run promos for it.
How about this? Well, one, listen, we do plenty of stuff with sales. We will do all kinds of stuff with sales. How about occasionally someone lets us know, hey, my restaurant could use a little business. And on the down low, you don't broadcast this. You just message us. You let us know.
That's what we're doing now, on the down low.
No, they send us a little DM. We got enough for 50 people. We could do a little business here. We're a little slow on this night. And then we just randomly say, all right, we're going to show up. And then we show up. We try the food.
I think
No?
I think it's like, isn't that Plugola or Payola? Or
we're not getting
something?
anything out of it. I'll pay for my food. You pay for your food. Anybody else who comes, you pay for your food. We're just hanging out.
All right.
And anybody who wants to come can go hang out there too. That's all.
That night at Catafino's, it just cost me a few $2 Pabst Blue ribbons on the tap. It was nothing major.
If I ever write a biography, Will, I'm going to call it That Night at Catafino's. That's the name of my book.
You should, because that was the night of the home run derby. And what was great about that was, because you're a baseball fan like me, you kind of want to know who wins the home run derby. You kind of want to know, but you don't want to have to suffer through the for like 2 hours. The beauty of that night was we were all hanging out. I could keep my eye on who was doing what in the home run derby, but, the TV volumes were low. You had a group of people. You didn't have 100, but you had a lot of people there. And it was kind of like you got to see the home run derby, but you didn't have to be subjected to the So that was the cool thing,
Will, and, you don't think I remember you, do you? Because I know exactly who you are.
Oh, I know you know who I am.
I know exactly who you are. This is Big House Willie. Will is a Michigan fan.
Big House Willie. Yeah. In fact, that night, AJ Trapasso kept putting rabbit ears behind my head, and what's his face kept taking pictures. I didn't even realize it until he posted on Facebook.
I got to tell you, man, you're dropping Catafinos and AJ Trapasso and Big House Willie. All of you are in jail. You must be calling from the payphone.
That's right.
In your cell.
Well, when he started with the back, I thought I was going to jail because I thought that was
No, he's doing the Berman.
I got it at first, though. I didn't catch what was. I didn't know. I didn't know what was happening.
Willie's been listening to me for 20 years. It's my guy right there. And you know what? We'll set something up, Will. I promise. All right. NFL and NFLPA discussing an 18-game schedule at a high level. It's inevitable. You will get to 18 games. They're discussing this. I don't think that's even a question. They'll get rid of another preseason week. They'll add in a second bye. They'll stretch the season out. We'll play the Super Bowl in March. Whatever. We're going to get to 18 games. Once we got to 17, what did you think? They were just going to stop?
Well, yeah. And I'm trying to remember, because the labor deal's done for a while now, right? Or
but they can always go back and amend it, which is what they're talking about.
What I'm saying is the players should do something. Again, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see us miss NFL games, but imagine you negotiated something at your job where they told you got this amount of hours and this amount of whatever, and this is what you get paid. And then they just later on are like, actually, we've added a whole other workday for you. Like, that's BS. I think
they have to agree to it. They're going to get paid.
Well, yeah, but there should be something additional to that because
I agree.
It's not just getting an extra paycheck. It's also the wear and tear on their bodies. Careers are going to be a little bit shorter, that kind of stuff. I do think at some point, I don't know if it's 18 games or 20 games, whatever, we will reach a point where you increase the workload so much that there are going to be inevitably more season-ending injuries to your favorite players. A better chance that your favorite players getting that type of injury. And at what point then, like if we have a 20-game season, are we going to get to a point where you're just used to 75% of the starting quarterbacks not playing at some point and being like out for the year just because there's so many more instances where you could get hurt? At some point, you got to be able to take care of these guys' bodies as well and have a product that's actually worth watching. How good is it if half the teams don't have their starting quarterback? Oh, we got an extra game. Yes, but no one wants to watch it because the play is awful.
All right, did you know that I've become psychic?
Have you?
I can look into the future and I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. And I know exactly what the NFL is going to look like in 15 years. I can tell you. And I will coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking the left lane and causing some holdup on eastbound 33 at 270 southeast. And expect a 5-minute slowdown if you're on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and 270. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, MyBobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount!
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. I was in my Lexus the other day. It was hot as hell, but I was so thankful for my ventilated seats. I'm not saying that's why you should buy one. It's just very nice. Right now at Jermaine Lexus, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with lease payments as low as $499 a month and 3.99% financing on select models. Get this, the RZ is 0%. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
The Logan Heating and Cooling Fan Golf Classic at Columbus Country Club is coming. Help fight cancer at the Ohio State Comprehensive Cancer Hospital.
Visit 971thefan.com to bid on auction items, including tickets and sports experiences.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Boring.
Which is why at Sunny Street Cafe,
we got 7.
And here's our number 2.
Sunny Street Cafe, serving pancakes so fluffy you could sleep on them.
Now with 8 locations.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival August 2nd through 4th. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Some scattered showers and strong thunderstorms on this Wednesday evening. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Most of the showers and storms out overnight, down to the mid-60s by Thursday morning. After a morning shower, a return to some sunshine and a comfortable afternoon with light winds and low humidity, highs in the mid-80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Some fans drink the Kool-Aid. These guys drink the bleach. This is Man and Bone.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Low testosterone today, T-Bone. Did you know that dudes in their early to mid-30s start losing 2 to 3% of their testosterone production every year?
Wow.
Maybe you're feeling tired. The libido's not where it used to be. You're putting on weight. You're not working out the same way. Sleep is poor, sad, or depressed. If you have these symptoms, you may have low T. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health. They will do your lab work and have your results ready within 30 minutes. No going home and waiting, none of that. A licensed medical provider will review the results with you and discuss options. You're going to make the decision together with their medical team. Cost of the appointment's only $99, includes a medical consult, T and PSA test. If you sign up for testosterone treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call them, 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
Mm-hmm.
.com.
There you go.
Now you're going to do your Jizz Hornkamp thing. Come on.
No, you said no. You said, let me do my prediction first.
No, I didn't say that. I
Yes,
said,
you
remind
did.
me to do the prediction. Talk about Jizz.
All right. I had this from Bacon House, who tweeted us and said that our guy, Jizz Hornkamp, unlucky. And this is from the Netherlands ESPN, where this article comes from. He plays for a team called Heracles and sadly has suffered a knee injury.
Oh.
They apparently think it will not keep him out for the whole season. He hopes to be back, he says, quote, in this article, in the autumn. He said, I had an MRI scan in the hospital yesterday. Luckily, it wasn't the worst knee injury imaginable, but unfortunately, I'll be out for a while. Obviously, a big disappointment, but I will work hard on my recovery so that I can hopefully be of value to the team again.
I guarantee this. This guy's a fighter. He's going to kill his rehab.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do it all. And when Jizz comes back, he's going to be more explosive than ever.
Agreed. Well, he had a knee injury last year, suffered in the first game against Ajax for Heracles, the team he plays for. He then made it back later in the season. In the 16 games he played after the injury, he scored 10 goals and had 2 assists. That's pretty good.
Nice.
10 goals in 16 games?
That's pretty good.
That's a great strike rate. You'll take that. So, Jizz, we wish you a lot of luck and a speedy recovery, and we hope you get back out there as quick as possible.
My guy, Jizz.
Yeah.
The NFL is going to get ready to implement 18 games. They're talking about it at a high level. They're going to sweet talk the players into doing it. It will be done. Here's what I think the NFL is going to look like in 10, 15 years. I think you'll have teams playing a 26 to 28 game schedule. And I think the NFL season will look like the European soccer season looks, where it is spread out across pretty much the entire year with very little off season, where you'll have, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks without a game. They'll go on these little breaks, but the season will not end. It will continue. And because of the sheer number of games, you will see teams choose to rest players at certain times to get them ready. I mean, we are used to, if you're healthy, you play right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I think when it gets to a certain point, if it gets to that many games, and I think that's what they want to do, especially if they're going to have some international teams, because then it helps the travel and all that other crap.
Sure.
They're going to want to rest guys. You can't physically have somebody go out there and play 26 hard-nosed football games and live.
I agree with you. I actually don't think this is as crazy as maybe some people would.
Oh, it's not crazy. It's going to happen.
No, I'm telling you, I could see it starting off. You still start the season in September, let's say. But if you look at how, world soccer is, to your point, they start in August. Most of the leagues start back up then. You could play a 4 weeks schedule there in September and then take a 2-week break.
Mm-hmm.
And then do another 3 or 4 weeks, take a week's long break for everybody. Allow for some recuperation. But also, like you said, if there are international teams, now you can take a division over to play the European teams, or whatever number of teams have to go over there. They could play those games in their 4-week period. Then you get 2 weeks to come back, recover from all that. Meanwhile, the rest of the league is also out, taking a break. And then you can have just the ability to recover and play longer games and more of those games in a longer season. So I could totally see the owners, if they think there's a way to do that. The Players Association could be sold on it very simply by saying, would you like to have more opportunities to play in the NFL? Would you like to have longer careers? Would you like to have, even if you are the 5th linebacker, that means now you could have a real job? Because we're going to need a 5th linebacker.
We're going to increase the roster sizes. We're going to do all of that.
Yes, you would go to more college-size rosters, I feel like, and there would be guys playing a lot longer because they wouldn't have to play all the time. Like Jim Lachey has told you before. We talked about this, where you asked him not that long ago.
This was 20 years ago. I asked him this.
Yeah, but you said, could you go out there and play a series?
Yeah,
right?
he had been retired for probably 6 years or so at this point. But Jim's still a big dude, right?
Yeah.
And I said, Jim, you go out there, you play right now, one series. What do you give up? He said, nothing.
Yeah.
I will stop anybody for one series. That's all I got in me.
Right.
I can't do more than that.
Right.
But I can go out there for one series and not give up anything.
No, I'm not saying that I think that means guys will be playing till their 50s. But what I am saying is if you're a guy who's like 30, 31, 32, and the NFL says, yeah, you just don't have what you used to, that's all right. But they need you on the roster to help provide some depth. And maybe you have 3 or 4 games a year that you can give them. And that helps them when someone gets an injury. There's plenty of time to recover.
But we see it now in soccer, right? Where, let's say Cucho's out for a game.
Yeah.
Unless you're screaming at the coach or whatever he's doing,
Right.
you don't really think too much about it. Where it's like, oh, he's got a little tweak to his toe. He's going to rest here because they're playing on AstroTurf. He'll be back for the next big game. You will see that in the NFL. We have to get used to it, but you're going to see it.
I feel like the biggest impedance to that would be, or impediment, whatever the word is, that people are used to having the Super Bowl sometime around the early part of February. You would be pushing that almost out to like probably closer to April or
No,
May.
I know that. The alternative is, though, we're so sports nuts and everything, and the television networks want this programming because it's the only way they're staying afloat, is that there's really no offseason then.
Yeah.
The offseason's very short.
I wonder how they would feel about, the draft and everything else, because that all would have to get pushed back too. There would be logistical issues to it, but maybe I could see it certainly going over 20 games, but at some point you will reach a level where they will say, we have to have a league-wide bye week. We have to take a week off.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking at soccer again, in England, they do this all the time. In Europe, they do this, where they say, this is the international break. No, none of these teams are playing for 2 weeks. We'll see you again. Germany takes a month off during the winter. They have basically, I think, maybe the middle of December, 12th or 18th, somewhere around there.
It gets really cold there.
Well, they take that off, and then they don't come back until they call it the Christmas break. And they are essentially off for a month. And then middle of January, they start back up. So, yeah, this is a thing that there's a way to make this happen. I'm not saying it would be instantly loved by everybody, but neither is going from 14 to 16 to 18 games now. People had problems with this. Eventually, they'll see the money and say, we're going to do it.
Travel becomes easier. They're transitioning. As much as I don't like it, they're transitioning pretty much to everybody has a dome.
Yep.
Right?
That's
so
right.
That's not really going to be an issue. So I can see this happening because there's money to be made there.
Agreed.
All right, let's take some more calls. 614-821-9710. Let's talk to Randy. Hello, Randy.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Randy.
Okay, so I know that I'm a lame duck in Central Ohio for Formula One and MotoGP, and I know, Bone, even on your little commercial, you want to talk about, F1. So my question is to you, what do you think about Red Bull and his little childish behavior on the radio last week?
Oh, Max Verstappen?
Yeah, I was watching that too.
Yeah, I think that's Max Verstappen. That's how he is. He's always frustrated about something.
What they're saying, what the Red Bull guys are saying, we weren't calling Max Verstappen childish.
Oh, you want to know with how Red Bull handled that?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're saying this whole situation. We're not going to get into it on the radio.
That part was
because
childish,
that's
yes.
childish.
Yeah. If you didn't see it, he and Lewis Hamilton got into a wreck. Well, Lewis Hamilton drove in too far in the corner. In his mind, Max Verstappen's caused him to almost wreck. He saved it, was able to drive away, and then he said, go yell at him, please. And the Red Bull team official said, that we're not going to do that on the radio. That's childish. We'll talk to the F1 rules makers, the stewards, and let them handle it.
Oh, the stewards.
And Verstappen was not happy about that because he felt like that was bad. Also, we had that Lando Norris situation.
Yeah, there was a little situation there
McLaren.
with Piastri and Norris, where Norris is in the lead, and they said, hey, man, you got to give your spot back to your teammate.
Yeah, because Piastri was in the lead. They pitted. In the pit strategy, it worked out that Norris got out ahead, and the team said, well, that's our bad because Piastri should still be in the lead. It's F1, man. F1 is super, super weird. When you watch it, if you're used to like NASCAR, it's totally foreign and benign and weird.
Lots of drama.
It's odd when you have a team say, give the spot back and let the other guy win. That's not done in NASCAR. It's like, well, boys, figure it out yourselves. See what happens.
All right, I want to power through some calls and read some burner phone and tweets, all that stuff coming up next. By the way, on campus at 4:48, I forgot to tell you. And we are doing name dropping with Jeff Rimmer at 5:34. He is very excited to talk about the new coach. He told me earlier, I nailed that hire. Okay, I don't remember him nailing this, but I guess he did. He'll tell you all about it.
Okay, great.
Coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got slow-moving traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side from James Road to Bryce Road. And you can expect a 5-minute slowdown if you're on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and Cook Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. Austin Ward here. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3-putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major, year 1. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy, because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy amongst your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken 180 is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist bumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend.
Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See? We didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here for my friends at RCD RV. Remember your favorite summer vacation as a kid? Well, I sure do, and I can tell you those memories will last forever. And there is still time to create those memories with your family when you visit the fine people at RCD RV. You can literally go anywhere in an RV. The mountains, the lake, road trip of a lifetime. RCD has over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock, something for every budget. Visit them at one of their 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Mark your calendars for Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend, July 26th and 27th. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Seller. Wedding Weekend is back with unbeatable offers you won't want to miss. Join us for buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and special offers on diamond engagement rings. We've had the guaranteed best price and an unmatched selection for over 77 years. Choose a jeweler you can trust and come see us July 26th and 27th at Diamond Seller on Sawmill Road.
We buy any car. Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because when you trade in, you're dealing with a dealer. And sure, they're interested in a good deal. For them, not for you. Come to WeBuyAnyCar.com instead. All we do is buy cars. You get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price. So don't take chances with a trade-in. Go to WeBuyAnyCar.com for a free online valuation. Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me: pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com.
The Good Feet Store, America's arch supports experts.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Barely famous, incredibly stupid. Back to Man and Bone.
It is Super Wildcard Wednesday. Why is it super? Because we're dumb, and we're taking your calls today for the first time in more than 5 years. Do I regret it? Maybe. I don't know. 614-821-9710 is the phone number. Also, the burner phone is there. 614-787-3093. Do not call the burner phone. No one will answer it. You can also tweet us at manandbone971 on Twitter. You can also jump in the YouTube chat. How many places can people go?
Oh, Mike, I got another one for you.
What?
Because Jen Winters just came in here during the last segment and said, hey, later today, before the show ends, I would like to go live on TikTok.
Oh, we're talking.
We are on TikTok, folks. 971 The Fan.
Stop.
Jen, is it just 971 The Fan? Is that what it is on TikTok? Okay. We don't have.
I think, yes, it is.
Oh.
It's at 971 The Fan.
Thank you. All right.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing.
So if you're on TikTok, you can go find us there. We will go live at some point in between one of the commercials breaks. You can the commercials breaks in between one of the segments. You can go on there and maybe we'll be live and you can see us then. We're never not on something, Mike. We're always on all the time.
And of course, we're on the radio. We're on the stream. We're all those places.
Pish Tosh, the radio.
I know.
That's just where the majority of our audience is.
I'm aware. This is from the burner phone. Mike, please talk about bread. I would love to talk about bread because just this morning I was watching the start of the Olympics coverage on USA. First of all, I didn't know it started today because the ceremonies don't start until Friday.
Yeah, but they've got so many games to get in. Sometimes you got to start them.
Rugby, and so before they had the soccer coverage, they did like an hour of, hey, we're in France. Welcome to France.
Yeah.
And what do you do when you're in France? You do Frenchy things. You walk around with a beret on, and what they did was they went to baguette bakeries.
Oh.
They went to bakeries that serve these very traditional French baguettes, and they're tasting these and talking to the bakers, and they have baguette competitions and all of this. It is so important that they legally protect the baguette. They say, if you are going to bake bread in Paris, you need to be available to your customers. You do not make your own hours. We're going to tell you when you're going to be open.
Wait.
Okay? You need to be open at a certain time.
Oh, so you can't just decide we're like an evening baguette place or we're like an overnight baguette place.
None of that.
You got to be open.
There's rules and regulations. You are serving the community. You have to be open during a certain time. If you're not up for that, don't open your doors.
Wow.
Yes, they're very serious about bread. And so they're showing the bread and just, oh my God, just that crunchy exterior. And you tear that thing open. And it is very common just to see people on the street, Parisian people. I'm not talking about tourists. Just on the street doing nothing but eating a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And doing nothing else. Like they're not having a sandwich.
No,
they're not dipping it in oil. There's none of that. They are just biting a loaf of bread and going about their day.
Wow.
Walking around, buying bread. They buy bread every single day. It's part of the routine. I love history and culture like that. I don't ever want to lose that culture. As we become a more global society, that's great. And I think there's great things about that. We all learn to live with each other and respect each other and embrace different aspects and try new things. But I hope that these cultural things don't go away. Now, don't get me wrong. If your cultural thing is go up to homosexuals and punch them in the face, let's get rid of that.
Sure.
But if it's let's respect bread, I'm all in favor of that.
Well, yes, bread is, I think, the universal love language, unless you have a gluten allergy, in which case, then it's not. But if you can eat bread, then yes, it's something that I think every society has a good bread type of thing.
Can I tell you a little secret about gluten allergy?
Oh, what's that?
I'm not here to say it's not real, but...
Okay, here we go.
No, listen to me now.
Joe Rogan on line 2.
No, stop. Listen to me for a second.
Okay.
I'm not saying everybody. Most people, though, that they think they have gluten allergies. In reality, they are allergic to commercial yeast. If you find naturally leavened bread, like a sourdough, that doesn't use commercial yeast, uses a natural starter, a lot of people who think they're gluten intolerant can eat that stuff with no problem.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It's a yeast problem, not a grain problem.
Well, let me tell you, I, over the weekend, had a new epiphany with bread. we were visiting family. We got a hotel to spend the night. And in the morning, I got up right when breakfast started because, I'm a fat boy. That's how I do.
Mm-hmm.
Got right down to the continental breakfast at this place. And it's just a chain. I think it was like a Fairfield Inn, right? Just one of those. But they had super thick. I don't know why other places I've been to don't have this. Super thick bread. Nice. And it was, I think, probably was a sourdough. It was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I toasted it up. And they had the whipped butter, and I spread that on there.
Love the whipped butter.
And then they had little packets of honey. And I thought, you know what I've not done in a long, long time? Is just spread it with butter and then a little bit of honey on top of that. Drizzled the honey on the piece of toast with the butter. I don't need anything else. That was absolutely incredible. One of the best breakfasts. One of the best breakfasts I've had in a long time.
I'll tell you, you can tell a restaurant by how good the bread is that they bring out. If it's one of these restaurants that give you bread when you sit down.
Yeah.
If you get some half-ass bread with some rock-hard butter, you can tell they're not going to put much care into the rest of the meal. That's disappointing to me. But like I was telling you about that Italian place in Powell, Novella, that I like.
Yeah.
I knew I was in store for a good meal because I sit down and they bring me some focaccia bread. Now, I make the world's best focaccia bread. I'm not saying it's like mine, but it was fresh. It was warm. It was delicious. They give it to you with the oil. You dip in there.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic bread.
Do like that.
And it sets you up for the rest of the meal because you're sitting there. Now you're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Now you're like, now I know what's coming because they respect the bread. If you respect, it's like a good sandwich. You can have the best meat in the world. You can have the best cheese in the world. If you got a crappy piece of bread, your sandwich is ruined.
Yes. You are passionate. If I know one thing about you, it's that you're passionate about bread.
I love bread. Yeah. Bread gets a bad rap. I can give up meat before I give up bread.
Does it? Is bread getting hated on?
Oh, yeah. Bread's empty calories, not good for you. You got to eat like Liver King. We got to eat like our ancestors.
Those people are stupid.
I know they're stupid, but a lot of stupid people are online and people listen to them.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I think most people are saying, I love bread. If anything, they're worried about the risks of eating too much bread when it comes to your health or trying to lose weight or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I think you should have a well-balanced diet. And this is T-Bone, the nutritionist here.
Love bread. Let's talk to Dale. Hello, Dale.
Ma Solana Papadilla.
They're all going to laugh at you.
Hey, guys. So I just, we got SummerSlam coming up. Sports entertainment, not sports. I wanted to get your thoughts on anything you might be excited about. For me, it's to see if CM Punk can get through a match without, like, having a 6-month injury. And then a second question, if you had to create a pro wrestling alias, what would it be?
I think I would. Thank you, my friend. I'm not familiar with the current product, so I'll take your word for it. CM Punk's like 50 now, isn't he?
Probably.
He's probably knocking on the door.
That sounds about right.
Anyway, I don't know what's going on in the current wrestling, although I will say Joe Burrow now with his tinted hair looks like Cody Rhodes.
He does. Yes, I agree with you on that.
My wrestling alias. I always thought like the supernatural characters were fun because they have no basis in reality. Like the Brood would come out and just drink blood.
Right.
So I'd like to be that type of guy. Like maybe Minion of the Antichrist. You can just call me Minion.
Oh, okay. I like Minion's good.
I lurk around and
it won't have anything to do with the movie, correct? Where I wouldn't be like your manager, Gru.
No.
Where I'm doing the Steve Carell voice and you're a minion.
No,
you're painted yellow.
Evil minion.
Evil minion.
Evil
well, the minions
minion.
are, well, right. I like that. What was the guy that had the worms that would come out of his mouth?
Oh, Boogeyman.
Boogeyman. Yeah. Like that. I'll tell you, the worm thing, I don't know how he stomached doing that, but it was visually very disturbing.
I mean, that's real stuff. That's not
no,
a prop.
I know he had earthworms. If you don't know, a man called Boogeyman would show up and then they would come out of his mouth, right? He wouldn't eat them. He would spit them out.
He'd eat them and spit them out.
Okay, but he would open up his mouth and they would just be crawling and oozing out of his mouth. And this is how he started the match.
That's right.
I couldn't do it. I think my gimmick would just be, I'd have to go with something that's ridiculous. It would probably be like the Red Fast Food Eater. And it would just be, I'd be a jobber, let's be honest, right? I just show up. My name
when
would be
you're in the ring, you know that you're going to lose.
My name would be like Jeff Smith or something instead of John Smith. Very different name. And then I just get, in like a minute, I'm a squash match for some guy they're trying to put over.
You could be Vader's son.
Ooh, I
son
like that.
Son of Vader. You resemble him.
Luke Skywalker. That could be my name.
That's right.
Spoiler alert.
Copyrighted.
Yeah.
All the news and notes you need as we go on campus. Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Watch for an accident that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 670 at Cleveland Avenue. It's causing some stop-and-go traffic from 315. And you'll also hit a 15-minute slowdown if you're on westbound 670 between Leonard Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by Put-in-Bay Chamber of Commerce. Look out for Put-in-Bay, the island getaway you've been waiting for. Be it a day or a weekend, you can enjoy all sorts of shops, dining, and entertainment. Plan your perfect trip today at visitputinbay.com. Have a nice day at Put-in-Bay. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Underneath our red awning at Sheetz, we make the magic happen. So when you visit our new location in Columbus, go ahead and get a little crazy. Like adding mott sticks as a burger topping, or putting espresso in your milkshake, or picking up $65 worth of fried food curbside at 2 a.m. 24/7, 365. Sheetz, located at 4881 Roberts Road in Columbus, is ready to serve you what you're really craving. Why the Sheetz not make a convenience store your new favorite hangout spot?
Okay, so that's the final price. Oh, an extra fee to drive here, is that it? A knock on the door fee, so is that the final price? A 15% Wednesday surcharge, what for? Oh, because it's Wednesday. Of course. Can I get back to you on this?
Apex Pros, the pros who knows.
This quote you gave me, are there any other charges I don't know about?
Other charges?
Like an it's too sunny fee or my dog wet the carpet tax?
No, Apex always gives you upfront pricing.
No surprise fees?
Never.
No charge if your stomach hurts or you lost your library card?
Upfront pricing every time at Apex Pros, whether it's plumbing, heating, and AC, or our new electrical services.
I'll call you right back. Hello, other company? Hi, me again.
It's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. You'll never get a surprise charge with the Apex Pros upfront price guarantee. Schedule an appointment now at apexpros.com.
Nationwide Picnic with the Pops presents the pride of the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University Marching Band. Don your scarlet and gray and join the Columbus Symphony for a night of fight songs, battle cries, Carmen, Ohio, and more. Special guest appearances include Brutus Buckeye and the Ohio State cheer team. Pack your picnic basket and join the fun at the first big tailgate party of the season, topped off with fireworks. July 26th and 27th. Get your tickets today at picnicwithapops.com.
If you have an unhealthy obsession with the Blue Jackets, we have just the remedy. Join us Wednesday nights at 7 for the Inside Edge. All the Jackets and hockey conversation you can handle. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island. This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
The summer sell-down is on at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Save thousands with bonus cash on select inventory. Plus, get another $2,500 off any new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram with your trade. One Performance, 2 locations, Georgesville and Delaware.
Trade value based on KBB, comparable, 2010 model renewal, and price of $5K.
Tomorrow is National Chili Dog Day, and there's no better place to celebrate than Skyline Chili. Gather your friends and family and head to your neighborhood Skyline for those world-famous Skyline cheese conies. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Is arthritic joint pain keeping you from doing the things that you love? Bone-on-bone pain in your knee, arthritic pain like I was having in my knee, maybe your hip, your back, your shoulder. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Listen, there are exciting new cellular therapies that you can get lasting relief from. QC Kinetics is helping patients like you every day here in Columbus, led by Dr. Ray Tesner. I'm talking about cutting-edge treatments that accelerate your own body's healing properties, revitalizing your joints so you can move again, Listen, my dad was having knee pain. I was having knee pain. So we went over to QC Kinetics, and they were able to help us out. And 2 years out, I'm still feeling good. My dad can still move around. So learn how QC Kinetics can treat pain and enhance your joints and restore your mobility and give you long-term lasting relief with no downtime. So check them out. Go to 380-208-4544 or head to one of their offices in Dublin, Gahanna, or now the new one that's most recently opened in Grove City.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
Yes, we are taking calls today because it's just Super Wildcard Wednesday. 614-821-9710. We'll get back to the calls. I see Fawn is on the phone.
There you go.
We'll talk to Fawn in a couple minutes. But right now, it's time for On Campus.
Common Man and T-Bones. On Campus, the latest college sports news and notes.
Sponsored by Reverse Aesthetics. Does it jiggle or shake? Schedule your medical weight loss consultation today at reverse-aesthetics.com.
Bone.
These will be quick because we want to get back to the calls, but here are a couple news and notes from Big Ten Media Day, of course. They've been doing the Big Ten meetings there. We're launching the season. Iowa quarterback Cade McNamara is going to be the starter entering camp for Iowa despite last year having a torn ACL. He is recovered from that and raring to go, according to Kirk Ferentz. He said, unfortunately for our fan base and media, really none of you guys have seen him play full speed thus far in an Iowa uniform. So I'm eager to see him perform for us this year. Nobody's more eager than he is. Hopefully he's not too eager. You'll remember last year he played for them 5 games, tore his ACL, was dealing with injuries in the preseason. So that's why Kirk Ferentz said that.
Oh, yeah, of course I remember all that.
Oh, of course we all do. Then Matt Rule, head coach of Nebraska, said, without even seeing any football yet, said, you know what? Big Ten should get 4 teams in the college football playoff automatically. He said that's not to diminish any other league. The SEC is amazing. These other leagues are great. But the challenge in the Big Ten is going to be really difficult. He also said the NFL is... I'm sorry. He said the Big Ten is the NFL of college football in his mind. So that's Matt Rule. And
win a game that matters and then open up your mouth.
Right. And James Franklin said that he understands the bar has been raised at Penn State and said that they cannot be satisfied, quote, with a 10-win season.
Okay.
So
all right.
He says they've got to be better than that. He said, you're talking about a program that you can win 10 or 11 games and people are not happy or satisfied. We totally get that and embrace that. Our players understand that when we recruit them. Our staff understands that. But then when we go to actually play the games, none of us can actually do that. No, he didn't say the last part. I threw that in. But there you go. He says they all understand it and they're embracing it. So, yay.
Okay. Also, call me when you win a game that matters.
Right.
Are you done? You want more?
No, back to the calls.
Back to you.
Let's go.
No, back to you.
Well, let's get some calls on.
I'm trying to look and see who's been holding the longest.
Trying to do what now?
Trying to look and see.
Teddy, I thought you had to dump.
What did I say?
I thought you said trying to F and see what's going on.
No, I'm trying to look and see who's been around the longest.
I didn't know what I was hearing. Get afraid.
Let's talk to Joey. Hello, Joey.
Hey, my Jizz Hornkampers. Hey, I just wanted to say that it is too gosh darn hot outside. I'm doing my Amazon route right now. I've got about, 250 stops, and it's entirely too hot. But I wanted you guys to know that there's a button on this little Motorola phone that they give me for work. I could walk up to your garage and hit a button, and it opens. I don't know if people are opting in for that. But
so, like any garage, it's just universal?
Yeah, I could just hit a button and the garage open. And then people want their packages sometimes in the garage, so I'll just leave them in there. But I'm probably in your garages somewhere.
I didn't know that was possible. I would have thought you had... Okay. I didn't know we had the technology.
Now, have you ever just done that and just been laying in wait for someone to come home and scare the hell out of them?
No, but I've gone into the old deep freezer and got a couple of T-bones for myself.
There you go. Good man. Good job.
Joey,
because you know what?
Get some water. Enjoy your route.
Yeah, thanks, man.
God knows Jeff Bezos isn't paying you enough or giving you enough, so go ahead. No, I will say this. If you told us 50 years ago, hey, in the future, there's going to be an evil bald man who's going to be worth billions of dollars, live on his own, wherever
One
he wants to.
click of the button, he can just be right in your
house. And he can open anyone's house in the world. You'd say, I don't know, that sounds like something Superman should get involved with. Oh, wait, that's not in a comic book, that's real life? Yeah, apparently it is with Jeff Bezos. Who knew?
Fawn is on the phone. Hello, Fawn.
Hello, my guy.
Oh, I'm so glad
there she is.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, Fawn?
I'm great. How are you?
Are you bamfing it up right now? What's going on?
No, we drove the 31-plus hours home last week.
31 hours.
Let her live.
Did you do it straight or stop?
We did it straight on the way home. Can you believe that?
You're out of here. What, you're on meth? How did you stay awake?
Well, it's Fawn and Derek, her husband, who's not on the line, presumably, but the two of them, they are great people. They love to travel, and you guys, I presume, like tag team this, right?
We did. We're just high on life, just like you guys.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's what I think of when I think of Common Man. High on life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got to be high on something to come up with this idea to take calls.
So what's the next big road trip for you? What's the next thing planned?
It's not going to be a road trip, but I'm turning 50 in just a little bit of time, and we're planning a trip to Africa.
Oh, wow. Africa. What part of Africa? Like Safari Africa or like Morocco?
Yeah, we're going to do Safari. We want to do Zimbabwe. I think we have to start in Cape Town and then make our way north in South Africa.
Man, it must be nice not to pay for any kids' colleges or anything, Fawn. Jesus.
By the way, Fawn, no one would guess 50 ever about you. Just know that. And also, bless the rains down in Africa just for you, right?
There you go.
Toto has you covered.
Oh, you guys are the best.
Thank you,
so
Fawn.
much for taking my call.
We love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye, Fawn. Have fun in Africa.
Yeah,
bless the rain down in Africa.
Living the dream right there. Good job, Fawn and Derek. Way to go.
Dual income, no kids. Let's go to Africa. That's what Fawn's doing.
Isn't that Dink? Isn't that what they call that?
That is Dink.
Dinks.
That is
couple
correct.
of Dinks right there.
All right, more of your calls and Fat Boy Food Yap. Next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's some slow-moving traffic on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt between Cemetery Road and West Broad Street. And you'll hit a slowdown due to an accident on the left shoulder of eastbound 670 at Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by Pierre's Ice Cream. Get your spoons ready for Pierre's Ice Cream. Cherry vanilla, cookies and cream, nuts about Buckeyes. All Pierre's flavors are next level. Made in Ohio, made with the best. Pierre's Ice Cream. We've got your flavor. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Great coaching can make all the difference, especially when it comes to your money. At Right Pac Credit Union, our financial coaches are on your team. We'll help you create a winning game plan that's customized for your unique needs, so you can make the most of your hard-earned money and live the life you want to live. Best of all, Right Pac Credit Union serves all of Central Ohio, so getting in the game is easy. Let's win together. Stop by one of our Central Ohio member centers to get started today. Equal housing opportunity, insured by NCUA.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments, so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Driving this summer in a new Honda. Act now during Honda's summer event to save thousands with low 1.9% financing. Full inventory is here. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, and hybrids. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Don't miss Honda's summer event with big savings on gas or hybrid, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. Search your local Honda dealer.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 9/3/24. Hey friends, Brandon Beam here for Truehold. If you had a crystal ball, you wouldn't agonize over when to sell your home. You would just ask these questions. Should I sell when my home's value is sky high? Or wait and hope that the bottom doesn't drop out of the housing market? The thing is, I'm not ready to move. You don't need a crystal ball with Truehold's Sell and Stay program. You can literally sell now and stay in your home as long as you'd like. When you sell your home to Truehold for its best current value, you can fully cash out on your home's equity, and you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Truehold pays property taxes, insurance, and all the maintenance and upkeep, too. Truehold unlocks your wealth without uprooting your life. You can get an offer now while your home's value is sky high and use the money to secure your retirement, pay off bills, or finance your dreams. It's your money. Do whatever you want with it. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's best value without moving. Again, that's Truehold.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit LindsayHonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Buddy Wells. In baseball today, the Reds and Braves are playing a day-night doubleheader after last night's game was postponed due to rain. In Game 1, Spencer Steer went 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs to help guide the Reds to the 9-4 win. They'll play the second game this evening at 6:05. Nick Martinez is on the hill for Cincinnati. In Cleveland, the Guardians look for a second straight win over the Tigers tonight. First pitch in that game is at 6:40. Tanner Bybee is on the bump there for the Guards. In the NBA, the Pacers are signing Andrew Nembhard to a 3-year extension worth $59 million. The second-year guard out of Gonzaga was a big piece in Indiana's run to the conference finals this past season. He also turned into Michael Jordan in a couple of those games against Boston there in the conference finals. And we have the MLS All-Star game tonight here in Columbus. It's the MLS All-Star team facing Mexico's Liga MX All-Stars. Kickoff at Lower.com Field is set for 8 p.m. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
And from every dime a dog night in the Midwest,
Because he's fat.
Here's Man and Bone.
Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sports book. It has 2 huge walls of TVs. Bone, could there be any international competition going on that actually started today that would fill up those 2 huge walls of TVs?
There very well could be, Mike. There might be some rings involved with those. Maybe there's international competition, maybe in Paris, I feel like.
Would you win a trophy or
I think you win a medal of some kind. They place it on your neck. First, second, and third get medals, I believe, in said competition.
Anywho, crap. I got to put $5 in the jar. Anyway,
there it is.
Go to Hollywood Casino Columbus, go to the sports book, enjoy all the international competition, as well as some food and drink and wonderful ambiance. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I remembered what it's called. The Ozempics.
Ozempics, that's
Everybody's going there. They're losing weight. They're sticking needles in their stomach. It's a great time.
Well, the Russian Olympics are certainly sticking needles somewhere. You're growing wieners on their forehead.
The Ozempics, yeah. Once every 4 years.
It is Super Wildcard Wednesday, which means we are taking your calls, 614-821-9710. Now, we're going to do Fat Boy Food Tip, but we're going to do it with some callers because I'm looking at the screen, and I see that some of you have some food things you want to talk about. So that today is the tip.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
The only other tidbit that I have for you is that the York Steakhouse, the only one still standing, is closing. The owner is closing it. He's owned it for 35 years, worked there for 44 years. He is retiring. So the longtime customers are very sad. Oh, my God, this is going to go away. What are we going to do without our steaks that taste like shoes? We need York Steakhouse. The owner of the Starliner Diner is buying it.
Okay.
He's going to buy it. His name Tim Berkhammer. He's going to buy it.
Okay.
And he's going to keep it exactly the same.
Great.
So if you're a fan of history and tradition and you go to places like that, don't worry. It's not going to change.
Now, I want to tell you, my personal experience with York Steakhouse is this. My father used to work for the corporate offices back in the day of York Steakhouse when they existed here. My uncle, who has now passed on, used to love going to York Steakhouse. And when he would come to Columbus, every time, regardless of what else was going on, that was the number one thing he had to do was go to York Steakhouse. Lived in Florida. My Uncle Eddie would come up here. If Uncle Eddie raised from the dead and said, I would love to see you, T-Bone, but I will only visit you if it was at a York Steakhouse, I would say, well, good luck with all that.
You wouldn't meet him?
No.
At the York?
It's all right. Not my bag.
Tim Burkhammer, the owner of the Starliner, put on social media, to be clear, Starliner Diner and York Steakhouse will both stay open and run the way they have for decades. We will not change the great food these places have offered for so long. It's not...
They all talk about the Olympics. Somebody's doing some Olympic lifting with the word great.
It's not broke, so we don't have to fix it. And both places will stay in their location. So please come visit us at Starliner Diner or York. You can't go wrong. Now, the York is 4220 West Broad.
Mm-hmm.
Starliner is where? I've been to Starliner before.
It's over in Hilliard, right?
Yes.
Starliner, I believe, is great food. Every time I've had it, I've enjoyed it. Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
York's not my place. If you like it, I let you live. Unless you're my uncle.
And then just stay dead.
I believe he died there. He didn't. I'm just kidding.
John. Hello, John.
My guys.
Okay.
God gave me big hands and a strong
Why'd
grip.
you give him an... Okay. Why'd you do that? He said my guys.
No,
and
I needed a second.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
I got a Fat Boy Food tip about Cheez-Its. So I'm going to change the way that you guys experience Cheez-Its real quick. I want to thank you guys for, so I work in the U.S. Navy on a submarine, and so a couple months at a time I'll be stuck underwater, and I download the show and listen to you guys, and you've got me through a lot of pretty rough days, so I appreciate you guys. And
John,
you
we
guys are my
appreciate
guys.
your service, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you very much for what you're doing. That's way more than what we're doing, but thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, Cheez-Its. I learned this probably like 6 years ago. So this is smoked Cheez-Its. So you're going to take one of those big aluminum turkey pans, dump as many Cheez-Its as you want. I like doing like 2 of the family size boxes. Spray them with some of the avocado oil spray. Put on some barbecue rub. I like the Holy Voodoo from Meat Church. That one's probably the best. And then mix them around a little bit. Do the same thing. Put as much rub on them as you like. And then throw them in the smoker for like hour 15 on like one of the lower temperature settings. And oh my God, have fun.
Oh man,
that sounds delicious.
I'll tell you what, that's one of the best suggestions we've ever heard.
I mean, I don't have a smoker. I'm not fancy like you, but my God.
Well, if I make some, I'll bring you some. How about that? I'll get a bag of them.
Do.
I'll scoop them in, and I won't touch them. I know you're not a fan of people putting their hands all over your snacks.
Oh, you're okay.
Good.
You're a clean person.
I appreciate that.
You're a clean guy.
I try to be.
Urban's Little Meyer has a food thing for us. Hello, Urban's Little Meyer.
Hey, my guys.
I love a good basement.
So I also had a Wildcard Wednesday, but I'll just stick to the food tip. This is actually an international food tip. I know you guys like hearing about all the other food stuff overseas. So actually in Japan, there's a famous donut shop called Mr. Donut. It's the equivalent of like Krispy Kreme over here. And they actually started doing donut buffets. Oh. And based off of my wife, I have her tasked with telling me all the fat boy stuff from Japan. It's only about $6, and you get to eat all the donuts and everything they have within 1 hour.
Oh my God! I would die. I'd die. I'd go into a diabetic coma and die.
I'm just now learning of Mr. Donut for the first time. Is it spelled out Mr.? Is that right? Because I think I found it here.
Yep, I think there's one random Mr. Donut somewhere, I think in Missouri, but I don't think it's the same one as, like in Japan, it's a big chain. But yeah, look up Mr. Donut Japan Donut Buffet.
See, the thing is that Japanese people are probably too polite to really do any damage because they'd have just enough, then they'd be like, okay, thank you, we're done. I would go in there and kill them. I would eat all the donuts.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled to learn about this place. Yeah, it's 60 minutes. I'm seeing it here. This would be very bad news for them and for me. I would probably die.
You and me going to Osaka for donuts.
I'm in.
Wherever they are.
I'm ready to go.
Urban's Little Meyer, thank you for the tip.
Dude, by
You're
the
my
way,
guy.
that is one of my, if you said you could travel to one place in the world and then you get to experience whatever they have food-wise there. It could be American restaurants they happen to have in this place. Like, Japan would be a spot I would love to check out. Like, you could just say Tokyo, Osaka, name a city. I would love to go there and experience their food, their versions of the food from, like, American restaurants. Stuff like this, Mr. Donut Place. I'm all in. I'm in on all of it right now.
Let's talk to Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hello? Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Guten Tag.
Hello?
Ciao.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
Uh-huh. Bonjour.
You say goodbye, and I say hello.
Hola.
Hello, Newman. All right, I'm all out now.
Good.
Is that it, Jeff?
Ciao.
You said ciao. You said ciao.
Well, ciao could also mean goodbye.
Oh.
Ciao's hello, goodbye. Could mean everything. Jeff, you made my day. Thank you.
You could have thrown in hello, like just done a little British version of that.
Chimney. Dick Van Dyke, still alive?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am now. By the way, Mr. Donut, I'm looking up the menu that they have in Japan. Let me just give you a couple ideas of what they have. These are the flavors. They have white Pondé custard almond donuts. They have a mochi ring beef stew and potato donuts. They have savory donuts. They have, this is just like shrimp gratin pie. So I'm guessing that's not a donut. It also says here,
donut.
moist muffin berry yogurt donut.
Moist muffin berry. I spent a night with her in Windsor.
Yeah, that's right. These, you know what? I think these sound great. I'm actually all in. Let's go. I'll get some savory donuts. I'll get some sweet donuts.
Muffin berry.
Yeah. Great.
From the burner phone, tried to call #1 Fat Boy food tip. Go to Dewey's, order a special pizza, change a key ingredient. They will mess it up and you can note that it's obviously wrong. They will let you keep that pizza and bring you the right one, both for free.
That's not.
Come on. That's not a tip. That's just scamming the restaurant.
What do you do? Like order a barbecue chicken pizza and be like, yeah, but hold the chicken.
Look, I'm not.
And then they put chicken on it and you go, this is wrong. And then you get both.
I'm not proud of this. But back in my younger days, very young, very stupid. I had a friend who was very young and very stupid. Anytime we would go out to, do you have Bennigan's here? Do you have that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all gone now.
Yeah, they're all, yeah.
We'd go to Bennigan's. And for us, that was like, oh, classy.
Bennigan's was like, am I wrong? Like an Applebee's type of place?
Irish themed.
Oh, yes. But I mean, I'm saying like had all types of food.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a
flair
bar
everywhere.
Yeah,
anyway, what he would do, not at the same Bennigan's, at alternating Bennigan's, is towards the end of the meal, he would yank out one of his curlies.
Oh, gosh.
And place it on the plate.
Oh, no.
And then call the waiter over and say, look what I just found. I found a pubie in my food.
Oh.
So not only would they comp it, they would normally bring him another plate. So he would get 2 meals. Again, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
Don't do it. We were dumb. Don't be dumb like me. Everybody thinks, oh, you got to learn lessons by yourself. No, you can learn lessons from people who have already done the dumb stuff. Don't do it.
Yeah, that's what education is. We're all learning from people who did stupid or smart things before. Learn from that and don't do it yourself.
That was stupid. More phone calls. It is super. Where's my thing? Super Wildcard Wednesday. Don't forget name dropping with Jeff Brimmer coming up at 5:34. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Watch out for an accident that's blocking the center lane on eastbound 670 after 3rd Street, and you're going to run into a 5-minute delay on westbound 161 between Kitzmiller Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
The summer sell-down is on at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Save thousands with bonus cash on select inventory. Plus, get another $2,500 off any new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram with your trade. One Performance, 2 locations, Georgesville and Delaware.
Trade value based on KBB, comparable 2010 model or newer, and price of $5,000.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Call 614-502-5220 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free, plus 0% financing for 60 months. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
FC Series presents Premier League giants Manchester City versus Chelsea. Don't miss the chance to see these great teams live at Ohio Stadium. Get your tickets now at fcseries.com.
Most radio stations suck. Here's why. They don't invest in local programming. We're live and local 14 hours a day. You can rest assured that every stupid thing we say is 100% local. Homegrown, dumb since day one. The Fan.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Hi, it's Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Need a perfect gift? Check out the new line of Glock watches and other stunning jewelry at Worthington Jewelers. Make every occasion sparkle with Worthington Jewelers, where exceptional gifts await.
Tired of rising food prices? Start saving with deals for days at Giant Eagle and Market District. Enjoy low prices on more than 1,000 of your go-to grocery items store-wide. Dive into deals for a limited time at your local Giant Eagle and Market District.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself, or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See? We didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A few thunderstorms on this Wednesday. Otherwise, partly sunny, warm and humid, temperatures in the mid-80s. Down to the mid-60s overnight with a chance of a morning shower Thursday morning. Back with some sunshine in the afternoon. Low humidities, light winds, and highs in the mid-80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
You wanted the best. Instead, you got these two. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Wednesday. It is Super Wildcard Wednesday. Super terrific Happy Fun Hour. T-Bone's going to sell you something.
Well, Mike, maybe last weekend you had a great party at your house. Maybe you had a rager at your house, and it was such a good party you blew the roof off, literally. Or maybe like a normal person, you just have wear and tear on your roof. Maybe a storm came through. Whatever your reason for needing your roof repaired, I don't judge. I'm just going to tell you where you should go to get it fixed. That's Able Roof. They'll get the job done in one day. 24-hour turnaround on most jobs. It's done in a day, good for a lifetime. They've been the #1 roofing company in Columbus by Consumer Choice Awards for 22 years in a row. Plus, they've got a summer promotion right now. You can get 0 payments, 0 interest until 2026 and up to $1,000 off a new roof, siding, and windows. Don't put getting a new roof off any longer. Get a roof on your house with Able Roof. 614-444-ROOF. That's 614-444-ROOF.
I just saw this on the burner phone. Okay?
Yeah.
Sorry I couldn't get through today on the air. You suck, Ted. I agree.
Okay.
I have a story I need to tell you regarding Dave Thomas in the Scioto Country Club bathroom.
Oh, good.
Only you and T-Bone will appreciate it. Call me. And then he left his number. Daniel, I'm not going to call you.
No.
All right? But just know that I'm thinking about Dave Thomas in the bathroom, presumably with you, and there's a double stack involved. I don't know. But I'm not going to call you.
Are we going to find out something about the anatomy of Dave Thomas in this conversation?
I'm not going to find. Here's his number. Call Daniel.
I'm not calling Daniel. I don't want to. You know,
Hi,
I feel like
this is T-Bone from the radio.
Yeah, I heard you wanted to talk some hog. Let's go.
How do you know?
I don't know what he wants to talk about. I just presume that that's what if someone sets it up like that. What's the other story it would be? Wouldn't that have to be it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's talk to James. Hello, James.
Should have been dead on a Sunday morning.
I want me some glory hole.
Very nice.
How's it going?
Good, now that you're here.
Common Man, I wanted to find out, I know you had a Sega Genesis.
Yes.
And I was just curious how that's been going, because I've been running a small little hobby into a business, fixing up old game systems, seeing if everything's working well, and if you've been having fun with your Genesis.
Oh, I'm having a great time with my Genesis. I'm playing all the old games on there.
Oh, yeah?
Sonic, Altered Beast.
Really?
All of it. Oh, yeah.
You got back in?
Well, once in a while.
Okay. You've been able to moderate?
See, that's not really video game playing to me.
Oh, because
this
not.
This is retro.
Yeah, so it doesn't. It's not like the one where you're actually in the first person shooter type thing.
No,
where you've got
and it's not like the Sims. Like I can't play stuff like the Sims,
where you've got to tend to something
in Sim City. Like I can play 20 minutes of Sonic. I'm good with it. I turn it off. I've asked my daughter if she wants to play. She has no interest.
No?
None. And I'm not going to push her, obviously.
Well,
she got better things to do, like read.
I'll tell you what. I'll bring the 4-year-old over. She probably. I'm not saying this in any way that I'm not blowing this up as her dad. I'm telling you the truth. I bet she could beat you at Sonic.
Oh, I'm sure she can.
We got a Switch, Nintendo Switch, Santa Claus brought it to us, and she has been enjoying that. We let her play a little by little. We don't give her a ton of time on it, but none of the other kids have gotten as far on the Mario game on there as she has.
But the 4-year-old.
No, I'm saying like she's gotten further than anyone. My wife tries to keep up with her, and she likes to play it. She can't keep up with her. She'll come to me sometimes and say, Daddy, help me beat this level, is what she'll say.
Nice.
And then I'll pick it up, and I can't beat it, and she'll go, give it back to me. And then she will beat it and go, there we go. See,
You're
it's
useless,
not that hard.
Dad.
Yeah, like she's not 5 yet. She turns 5 in a few months, and she's already about to beat this game. She's a few more levels away, but she knows where the coins are. It's not random. She will go back and get stuff. She hits the right bricks to knock out the mushroom and get all the stuff she needs.
The mushroom.
She knows what she's doing.
James, what's your favorite game of all time?
I'm a Gran Turismo guy. Racer all the way.
Yeah, GT, baby. I love it. GT2 was my game on the
James.
PlayStation.
You're my guy, James. Oh, look, Mr. and Mrs. Chip Dip are on the phone. Hello, friends.
Hey, my Jen Winters and Company.
I have diarrhea.
Do you want to talk about volleyball?
So, well, I told Ted I give you guys the option. We could talk about volleyball or we could talk about death.
Death.
But death was only because Mrs. Chip Dip's occupation is death adjacent.
Okay.
But she nixed that. She doesn't want to talk about her job. She says you guys already know too much about her.
No, well, hold on. You can't tease and say something like that and then not pay off.
We won't say like what she does, where she works or anything, but can you give us a hint of what she does? Is she like an undertaker?
Okay, well, I can tell you what she used to do.
Okay.
She used to work at a couple funeral homes, actually, but so she would talk to families and she would embalm people.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she was an embalmer.
Yes, so I got all sorts of stories.
How do you get started in something like that?
She took an anatomy class in high school and then found that she loved that. And so then she went to Cincinnati
College of Mortuary Science.
Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science.
That's like the best mortuary college in the world, isn't it? It's the Ivy League.
This side of the Mississippi. You better believe it.
I had a buddy who went to a different one in Cincinnati. It was the Cincinnati Undertakers and Mortuary School. Is that the one is that a different?
No, they're big rivals.
Okay.
It's like Valley and Bayside.
He gave me a sweatshirt that was pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, go ahead.
No. So, well, do you want to talk about volleyball?
Well, I guess you've given me no choice.
Apparently. Well, okay, so we got Olympics coming up. USA starting next Monday. We're playing China, which is ranked below us.
Now, are you just into the indoor volleyball? You get into the beach volleyball as well?
I watch the beach volleyball from time to time, but I like indoor mostly.
All right.
Because that's the reason we got into volleyball during the pandemic. Stuff wasn't happening. And so she wouldn't watch sports with me. And so finally, I was like, oh, what about volleyball? She's like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. She used to play in high school. Her sister plays in high school. Her dad used to play for the OSU men's team. So he's a volleyball coach now, and that's how we got into it.
Can I ask you a volleyball question, seriously? What's the position?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know what it's called. The position where they wear a different colored shirt. What is that and why is that?
That's the libero.
The libero.
It's not libero, like you'll hear some announcers say. It's libero.
Okay.
That's a sticking point with us.
I think they should
libero.
get that sponsored by Chrysler. The Chrysler
Libero.
My
That's
guys.
Right.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you for clearing that up.
Next time you call in, I want to hear about the embalming.
I'll give you a beard story next time. How about that?
All right, fine.
Just make sure you get a sweatshirt from Cincinnati Undertaking and Mortuary Sciences. The school. That's the school. Yes.
What is it again?
Cincinnati Undertaking Mortuary Sciences. Go ahead and abbreviate that. You idiots! I've been doing this for 5 minutes.
I know. I've
been waiting for you. Where you been? Get on the train.
I didn't get it.
The Cincinnati Undertaking and Mortuary Sciences train.
I got it.
Get on it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Someone who's going to need an undertaker pretty soon. It's name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. Coming up next. He may already be embalmed. Who knows? Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a slowdown due to an accident on the right shoulder of eastbound 670 at Cleveland Avenue. It's causing a slowdown from 3rd Street. We also have a 10-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and Bryce Road. This report is sponsored by WhatsApp, LOL, and ROFL without the green bubbles. There's a way to share no matter what phone you use. WhatsApp, the place to safely send messages between different devices. Message privately with everyone. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Low testosterone causes many issues, including low sex drive, bad sleep patterns, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog, and more. But many men just attribute these symptoms to aging and don't consider that there are medical treatments that can give them back their vigor and vibrancy. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, the leading men's sexual health practice in our area for treating low T. And if you're feeling like I just described, it's time for you to treat that low T. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating low testosterone. We've successfully treated many men for the condition and seen the amazing difference that those treatments can make in a man's life. If you're like most men with low T, within just a few weeks, your energy will return, that brain fog will disappear, your sleep will improve, as will your workouts, and your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. So call us and make a true life change. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations, just off 270 in Hilliard and near the Medical Mile in Westerville.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. We have all heard the horror stories of someone knocking on the door to offer a free roof inspection, only to go up and illegally create damage to the roof in hopes of trying to push through a new roof to the insurance company. Rather than having to deal with going through the process of filing claims for vandalism, call a company that you can trust. That company is Newman Roofing. They've been working in the community for 32 years. They did my roof. They came to the house. I could trust them with my kids, with my wife, with my family, and they have built a reputation of honesty and integrity. They'll be honest with you on whether or not you need a new roof, whether it's sustained damage in recent storms, and whether there's still life left in it. They'll educate you so you understand what is happening with your roof and answer any questions like they did for me and my family. So whether you need a roof repair or replacement, call the most trusted company in Ohio. Call Newman Roofing at 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box,
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Jeff Rimmer. Whether it's a Porsche, an Audi, Volkswagen, Subaru, Polestar, or a certified pre-owned vehicle, Buyers Imports has you covered. And now with the new quick lube lane and an expanded service center, they'll get you in and out quickly with no appointment necessary. So whether you're buying your next vehicle or servicing your current one, elevate that experience at easy to get to and easy to deal with Buyers Imports. And come see why it's better to buy at Buyers by the airport.
Underneath our red awning at Sheets, we make the magic happen. So when you visit our new location in Columbus, go ahead and get a little crazy, like adding mott sticks as a burger topping, or putting espresso in your milkshake, or picking up $65 worth of fried food curbside at 2 a.m. 24/7, 365. Sheets, located at 4881 Roberts Road in Columbus, is ready to serve you what you're really craving. Why the Sheets not make a convenience store your new favorite hangout spot?
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co., located right here in Columbus. Introducing their newest product, 614 Vodka, Ohio's house vodka. Perfect to make a drink at home or try when you're out at your favorite local restaurant. Learn more at 614vodka.com.
Find great prices on summer favorites this week at Meijer. Get fresh local blueberries for $1.49 and Meijer chips 3 for $5. Plus, the 7 for $7 sale is back. Mix or match hundreds of items and pay just $1 each when you pick any 7 or more. Eckrich hot dogs, Meijer ketchup, and select Coca-Cola products, plus deposit where applicable. To round out your summer cookout, shop low Meijer prices and the 7 for $7 sale this week only. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in store or in the Meijer app.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, announcing our $99 July special residential AC checkup. Carpenter and Bryant will do whatever it takes to keep you cool this summer. Check us out at carpentercolumbus.com. That's carpentercolumbus.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone's Name Drop with the biggest name dropper of them all, Jeff Rimmer.
Sponsored by Buyers Imports by the airport.
Oh, he's Jeff Rimmer. He had a birthday last week. He joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, Rims.
Good afternoon, guys. Yeah, and it was quite an eventful week last week. I was over in Naples, but back here in South Florida this week. But just thinking back to last week's show, I was telling you about my name drop, LT.
And then he gets arrested right after he meets you.
That's right. That's right. He went across Alligator Alley and showed up in a Broward County court. Literally hours later.
Oh no, that's what he did. He said, "I met Jeff Rimmer. Now my life is complete. I must go to jail."
No, it wasn't anything like that. I just said, "Hey, you've got to honor your subpoena. Get your butt across the state.
Honor your subpoena.
And get to court before they come after you here, and get my." Golf buddy, my golf pro, get him involved in it. So good thing he left. Otherwise, it might have been a bit of a scene at the golf course.
All right, let's talk about New Jackets head coach Dean Evison. It's finally done. They do it on Monday. They announce it. Give us your thoughts on the hire.
Well, number one, I told you that was probably going to be the likely outcome of their search for a coach. And we mentioned that, of course, last week. I will say that I was quite impressed with his press conference yesterday. I did a little bit of intel, as I told you last week, with Mike Russo of The Athletic, senior writer, and a great friend since our days here in Florida together. And he praised Evison for what he was able to accomplish with one hand behind his back based on the buyouts of Suter and Parise. And, of course, yesterday, I've been there, and yesterday was by Zoom for every coaching hire by the Blue Jackets over the last 20 years. And I've never heard, including some pretty good coaches in the names of Hitchcock and, of course, Tortorella, show as much enthusiasm, excitement, and really just positive outlook on this Blue Jackets hockey team. He had me fired up. I was ready to put my skates on and lace them up and head out on the ice.
Well, Rims, what do you think is a reasonable expectation? I know there's plenty of other, things that have to be sorted here. There's still plenty of offseason left, but is it reasonable for Jackets fans to look at the hire there and say this is a guy who has gotten teams to the playoffs in the next year or two? That should be the expectation. Do you feel the roster is close enough for that to be a realistic expectation?
Oh, absolutely. But he's not going to be satisfied with just making the playoffs. You listen to what he had to say, and you read the quotes in the papers and in The Athletic, and having watched the news conference yesterday, as I mentioned, he's not satisfied with that. He has an ultimate goal. He made that very clear. And that's something else you don't normally hear from a coach that just accepted a coaching job and say, hey, I want the Stanley Cup. He had the opportunity. He was a very aggressive player, over 1,000 penalty minutes. He was a captain both in junior and as well in the NHL. And, hey, he is not going to leave a stone unturned. He wants to win. He said, I didn't get a chance to raise or hoist the Stanley Cup in my NHL career. I want to have that blue suit on and raise the cup some spring. And I think that attitude is going to be infectious with his players.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer here on The Fan. In the back channels, how are you hearing the new general manager is adjusting to his job, his role?
Well, I think obviously there's a lot still to be done. They've got to get Marchenko signed. He's got arbitration set for July 31st. I'm sure the Jackets, who have never gone to arbitration with a player in their existence, hope to get a deal done in that regard. They've got to decide here on coaching, at least assistant coaching, who stays on the staff from last year. So there's still some things to be done. And, of course, still a big question mark is Patrick Laine, who, by the way, is here in South Florida. I might have to make a trip down to near the Dolphins practice facility because Patrick Laine is down here working with football players in preparation for the upcoming season. And he's really working hard from what I understand. But still, he remains in the Players Assistance Program. So that's another another objective of the new general manager, Donnie Waddell, and one that I'm sure is at the front burner as far as getting a resolution. And either he comes back or, as he's requested, there's a trade made.
Rims, we know the Stadium Series is coming here. The Jackets are going to be hosting that at Ohio Stadium. I know it's a ways off. They've announced that the tickets are going on sale for that, and they've got some sale dates for all that. Are you going to be able to join us and go hang out at the Stadium Series when that happens?
Guaranteed. I've already made my arrangements for March the 1st. The Detroit Red Wings and the Columbus Blue Jackets outdoors before a sellout crowd. And I expect over a sellout. There's a lot of excitement just talking to fans here, even in South Florida, that plan on making their way up. So tickets are going on sale, and I know that season ticket holders will certainly have that opportunity as well here coming up. So get your tickets early because you know it's going to be quite a day at the stadium for sure.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer, brought to you by Bremer's Friends, Buyers Imports by the Airport. You want to talk about your friends, Rims?
I always want to talk about the guys at Buyers Imports by the Airport. In fact, just a few minutes ago, I was on the phone with general manager Kevin King. And by the way, they have now the best selection across the board of automobiles. They are loaded with whatever you're looking for. And obviously, we talk about the Porsches and a great selection of Macans ready for immediate delivery. The Subaru selection, outstanding. I've got to talk about the Polestar, too, because that great opportunity to purchase an electric car, $60,000 value. You can get it for 27 months, and it's $299 to drive it off the showroom floor or off the lot and on your way. We should also talk about service at Buyers Imports by the Airport, and that is that quick oil and lube job. You're in and out within 30 minutes, and that includes a car wash. Your time is valuable, and the guys at Buyers Imports by the Airport are certainly well aware of that, and they want to look after your needs.
All right.
Immediately.
Last week, you dropped Lawrence Taylor. You ran into him on the golf course. He was then promptly arrested. So what name do you have to drop this week?
I don't have a name. I'm afraid that whoever I might name might be arrested. No, last week was R&R.
Stop hanging out with pedophiles. You won't have that problem.
Well, I was just introduced to him. I didn't hang out with him.
Okay, all right.
Obviously, he had a court date here on this side in Broward County. But I had the pleasure of meeting him, or maybe not, alongside my good friend Joe Conforti, who's the director of golf at the course that I previously played at on a regular basis.
So you have no name, just Joe Conforti is the name for today?
You can say that.
Well,
he's a great golfer, and he's also a huge Philadelphia sports fan, obnoxious fan, in fact.
Rims, if you do happen to meet someone and they do happen to get in trouble, can I suggest your next person you go to see is your good buddy Kirk Herbstreit? Because I would really like to see what happens there.
You know, Rims, Herbie is doing a new series where he's going to interview famous people while he's walking his dog, whose name is Ben. Has he asked you to walk with him?
I would walk with him, absolutely.
No, I know you would walk with him.
Unlike you two, I enjoy Herbie's company. I have for several years. And, I get a chance to talk to him occasionally. And he's jacked up for the NFL season, the college football season as well. It's going to be a great year for the Ohio State Buckeyes, that's for sure. I've already kind of taken a look at the schedule and see if maybe one of my trips might coincide with a visit to the stadium and see a football game as well.
Thank you, Rims. We'll talk to you next week.
I hope you were excited about today's appearance.
We're always excited by that.
If you could see how excited I was, you would call the police.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. My guy.
Yeah.
Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit some slow-moving traffic on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between Westerville and Cleveland Avenue. And keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle that's on the right shoulder of eastbound 270 on the South Outer Belt at 23. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote today at directauto.com. Savings vary. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $229 a month. Now we're really dealing. With our best value guarantee and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com. Get the right car at Reichert. We're dealing.
With approved credit, 2024 Sentra SR FWD 24-month lease with $3,000 due at signing and $731.24.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unnatural liability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor-quality security officers and the endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit eventriskinc.com.
Driving this summer in a new Honda. Act now during Honda's summer event to save thousands with low 1.9% financing. Full inventory is here. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, and hybrids. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Don't miss Honda's summer event with big savings on gas or hybrid, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. Search your local Honda dealer.
See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 9/3/24.
The Buckeye Show.
Jim Lachey back in the day just pointing, we're running that way.
We're going right here, and it's not a dang thing you can do about it.
Don't you love that?
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by CareSource.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Common Man here for Diamonds Direct. A lot of people ask me, what is it like going to Diamonds Direct? I've never been there. Explain the experience for me. I will. Picture this. You step into the store. The energy's electric. The welcome is warm. They got your favorite drink ready. Everybody's having a blast. It's like a discoteca or Studio 54 on steroids. It's not your typical hush-hush jewelry store. It's like walking into the home of a trusted friend. You know, that trusted friend that you have that has millions of dollars worth of jewelry in glass cases. And the people who work there, they're not just about sales. They care. They dive into your story. What are you celebrating? And they're going to work their magic to find something amazing that's not going to break the bank and is right for your budget. And trust me, they've got the perks. Free cleanings, maintenance, even birthday surprises, all on the house. So whether you're planning that big proposal or looking to treat yourself for someone special, drop by Diamonds Direct. Tell them I sent you, me, Common Man, and get ready to experience jewelry shopping done right. On Polaris Parkway, right in front of Polaris Fashion Place, diamondsdirect.com.
It's shaping up to be one of the hottest summers on record, Columbus, which means your AC unit is being put to the test. With thousands of perfect Google reviews, your cooling experts at Sears Heating and Cooling will ensure your comfort just as we have the last 74 summers. Whether your AC unit is in need of maintenance, repair, or replacement, your Sears cooling team will get the job done right the first time at the best possible price. That's right, from Johnstown to Hilliard, enjoy the local pricing advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears. SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Nationwide Picnic with the Pops presents the pride of the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University Marching Band. Don your scarlet and gray and join the Columbus Symphony for a night of fight songs, battle cries, Carmen, Ohio, and more. Special guest appearances include Brutus Buckeye and the Ohio State cheer team. Pack your picnic basket and join the fun at the first big tailgate party of the season, topped off with fireworks. July 26th and 27th. Get your tickets today at picnicwithapops.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeyes Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeyes Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hull. Hello, Timmy.
Oh, you guys. How the callers be?
Super Wildcard.
Yeah.
You know what, Timmy? I'm going to do this again in another 5 years. It's like going to Burger King.
We'll get that phone bank.
That's right.
There you go.
I've enjoyed talking to the people. It is Super Wildcard Wednesday. We do have a prize to give away, a $50 gift card to Pecan Pennies. Pecan Pennies, your downtown home for barbecue, happy hour, and soccer.
This one goes to Corey, who tweeted us and said, "My guys, what do you think is the all-time greatest song? No right or wrong answers, just your opinion. Personally, I think American Pie with an honorable mention to Fast Car by Tracy Chapman.
It changes by the day.
Hashtag Wildcard Wednesday.
It depends on my mood. Like there's a rotation of songs that I always go back to. All right, here, I'm going to give you, off the top of my head, I'm going to give you a few.
Okay.
Hotel California.
That's great.
Wanted Dead or Alive. Don't Look Back in Anger. King of New Orleans by Better Than Ezra. It's a little deep cut. You probably never heard it before. And you know what song I really love? Like every single time it comes on, I'm entranced by it.
Okay.
You wouldn't guess this in a million years. Here With Me by Dido.
Oh, yeah, that's a great song.
I love that song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dido's fantastic. I'm with you there.
Hotel California is a wonderful choice. I'll throw a couple
of
I could just listen to the guitar riff.
Oh, my God. So
the
good.
last 3 minutes of the song.
So good.
But, I mean, may as well listen to the entirety of it.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely
and
is.
it's recorded, if you care about such things.
Oh, the audio quality. Yeah.
You listen to that on my stereo, you lose control of your bowels. You won't be able to control it. You just crap all over the place.
The way that you've got dueling electric guitars playing the same notes together and how rich that is.
Rich.
Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen is one of my all-time
great song.
Every time I hear that, I don't care. I know how long it is. I'll sit there and listen to the whole thing.
The difference. Length has nothing to do with it.
Well, to me,
it's girth that matters.
You know, Shawshank is the one people say, "Oh, if I'm doing anything, what movie would you stop and watch it?"
Song, you got to listen to it.
I would be doing anything if I heard that song come on. I'm stopping and listening.
Right.
I'm going to go a little more current. Outkast, Hey Ya, and again, I realize current meaning a 20-year-old song at this point, but yeah, I like that one.
I love it. That was a big Alan Fieldhouse song.
Oh yeah,
back when I was banging.
Yeah, that'd be right in your wheelhouse.
And they played that in a second half timeout every single game, and we'd be resting for that timeout. So you'd be sitting down, just listening to that tune, doing the clapping. It's great.
I will say one that had a little bit of a renaissance that I did not listen to a lot growing up, but this song did it for me a few years ago. It made the rounds on social media. Fleetwood Mac, Dreams. Great song. Love that song.
Fleetwood Mac's got a lot of good songs.
Yeah.
A lot of hits.
Dream On's got to be up there.
Dream On is on my list.
Aerosmith.
It's on my list.
Okay, yeah.
Aerosmith, Dream On, one of my all-time favorites.
I like that song, but I feel like that's fetus Steven Tyler singing to me. Like he's not fully formed.
But that's what I like about it. I like how it's got some raw edge to it.
No, because he's not like that's the Steven Tyler that I know.
I know, but that's why I like this song is because it's an epic song.
But he hits that at the end.
You could see him almost being birthed
right
into what he is.
Why is your mouth not like how I remember?
That's such a good normal thing to say to people, Timmy. You should lead with that. Just walk right in and say, your mouth's not the way I remember it.
You have more?
One more. And this is Metallica, which you know what it takes for me to put Metallica on a list like this. The build to this song, when it gets going, The God That Failed by Metallica, is an all-timer. It starts off with just a little bass riff and goes all the way into the full-blown, just the force of Metallica at their peak. Just everything you want from a good rock song. It was heavy. It's delicious. Everybody's just going. They're all in their primes. I don't know if they were all doing drugs or not doing drugs at that point. Doesn't matter. They were great.
I can't even think of how many ELO songs I love that I would put up there.
Jeff Lynne.
My
guy.
Jeff Lynne's Electric Light Orchestra. Last Train to London is an underrated one. Evil Woman is way up there. Oh, God, I'm trying to think. I could really listen to Rush and Neil on the drum set.
I'm surprised you're not going with a Dave Matthews song.
I mean, Ants Marching. Ants Marching would be the GOAT. on Under the Table and Dreaming.
Is that
for
the best
him.
one for you? Not
So Much to Say?
No, but what's the
What Would You Say?
Those are
With
great.
John Popper on the harmonica. Playing the
Blues Traveler,
electric
yeah.
harm there for you.
What's the one with the that starts off with the cymbals and it's all isn't that off of Under the Table and Dreaming? The you know the Dave. It's like one of his biggest hits.
I don't know it based on that.
Tried to hear you do it. Starts off with the cymbal.
God, you know
It
it.
sounds like circus music.
Oh my God.
No,
You know what's coming up.
You know it.
It starts with the
feel
little
bad.
cymbals at the beginning. It's real soft. Come on.
Crash Into Me?
Yes.
That's
Crash. Yeah.
Crash
That's it.
Into Me. Okay.
Yeah. That's got to be up there as one of his best songs.
Baby.
Yeah.
All right,
Crash
come on.
Into Yeah.
Come on, what's coming up on the Buckeye Show? Let's go.
Interview Day Wednesday. We're going to talk about the Buckeyes. We had Big Ten Media Day yesterday. Hype continues to grow for one player in particular. Going to be a fun show.
And you had a deep swallow on that one, too. It was like one player in particular. Gonna be a good show.
I sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
I got phlegm.
Phlegmy.
Should we do
Flim
back
flam.
page or should we play our little song again?
Play the back page thing and then play the song as back page.
All right, okay, fine.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
All right, so Care Heating and Cooling would approve of this. There's a little song that we made about Timmy and Tyvis eating the chili dogs from last week. We're going to end it with this, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one.
Midday munchies getting you down, turning that smile into a frown. A little protein goes a long way. Head upstairs to the Fan Cafe. Chili dog sitting in the fridge, smells so bad it makes you cringe. I'm sure it's fine, how bad can it be? You'll regret it, boy, I guarantee. Gas on fire, please make it stop. Gas on fire, what the hell is this slop? Gas on fire, I feel misled. Gas on fire, I think Timmy's dead. Run right home in a hug bowl. Your bowels are losing all control. Spewing out of the front and back. Lava erupts out of your crack. You feel like you're about to die. Kiss that softball game goodbye. Gotta throw out your underwear. Learn your lesson, buyer beware. Gas on fire, please make it stop. Gas on fire, what the hell is this slop? Gas on fire, I feel misled. Gas on fire, I think Timmy's dead. Hard-boiled eggs sitting in that juice. Massive explosion out of your caboose. You only ate it on the lark. Now your friends all call you Skid Mark. Well, you can't look your wife in the eye. Something crawled up your butt and died. Oh my God, what a big mistake. You have the world's worst tummy ache. Gas on fire, please make it stop. Gas on fire, what the hell is this slop? Gas on fire, I feel misled. Gas on fire, I think Timmy's dead.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's some slow-moving traffic on eastbound 161 from Hamilton Road to New Albany Road. And expect a 5-minute delay on southbound 315 from Lane Avenue to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Z-Bar, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bar detailing services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bar, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
is a fan action update.
Big Ten action update. The Wisconsin Badgers have the 9th best odds to win the Big Ten this year at 85-1. The Badgers' season win total is at 6.5 games. They finished 7-6 last year. Wisconsin's non-conference schedule includes games against Western Michigan, South Dakota, and Alabama in Week 3. Wisconsin's currently a 9.5-point underdog in that home game versus Bama. For your action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Ignite your Irish spirit at the Dublin Irish Festival, August 2nd through 4th. Prepare to be blown away as you explore one of the top Irish festivals in the US, drawing over 100,000 guests to Dublin, Ohio each year. Enjoy 7 music stages, 60 acts and more than 800 performers, epic Irish entertainment, great food and more. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
With surgery and drugs being the main options to treat chronic joint pain, that left orthopedic surgeons like Dr. Ray Tessner thinking,
geez, wouldn't it be nice if we can have another form of treatment that eliminates some of the downside and has a bigger upside as we learn more about it?
And then he found it. Regenerative medicine, an exciting, fast-growing approach to dealing with pain using healing agents from your own body.
Well, it's using the miracle benefits of the human body to help encourage healing.
Today, you'll find Dr. Tessner at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, giving patients lasting relief from joint pain in their knees, hips, shoulders, and back.
It's one of the best management tools that has come around in a long time.
Finally, options other than surgery and steroids. All natural regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. Learn more. Call today for your free consultation.
Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, mybobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount!
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for my crew at Valley Ford of Columbus. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle without breaking the bank, well, you need to get to Valley Ford for a great selection of certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage cars, trucks, and SUVs. Each one of these vehicles features a minimum 139-point inspection, and they're also backed by a 14-day or 1,000-mile money-back guarantee. Get the better deal and a better pre-owned Ford without any worries. Keep on trucking at Valley Ford of Columbus.
Vehicle must be returned within 14 days, 1,000 miles, whichever comes first from the original sales date and mileage is stated on bill of sale, and return in same condition as sold. Other restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
Come play Skyline's 75th Coney Hunt game. Use your phone to search for virtual conies, tap to collect coins, and redeem them for exclusive Skyline merchandise at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Details at skylinechili.com/Coney Hunt.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Not here, baby.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we've got 7.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like number 3.
Sunny Street Cafe. Classic breakfast and lunch. Comfort food. But like